Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. We stand on the precipice of the 41st millennium, and in the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war. So, we're at kind of the end here.
Yeah.
Of course, we're going to still have another episode talking about our thoughts on the game, but given that we're kind of at this more final moment in our story, I would like to ask, what do we think about the Warhammer universe? Maybe favorite tidbits. If you were to play 40K, what faction would you want to try and use?
I'm so on it, 40K.
Fair, just mid all around.
I've only created a career around it,
I think one of my favorite things about and maybe this is like a cop-out answer, but one of my favorite things about the lore in specific is that there is so much of it. Like every faction, every weird planet, every rock in the middle of the galaxy has like a story behind it, and that feels really, really cool. Like it feels like there's at no point you were like, that's just kind of a guy. Like there's always like a long story with every faction and shit,
Yeah.
and I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, that's like, to me, is also one of my favorite parts about this, the Warhammer 40K, that I don't think anything else really like can hold a candle to, because they've had, 30 plus years since like the 80s that they've been developing this lore, and just like for almost 40 years they've been developing this lore that's just been like so rich and complex and dynamic. It's so fun to be able to interact in that and create in that and build in that, because every game that you're playing, it's not just like, it's not just like this like kind of generic thing. You can create your own existence in it, which is so much fun.
Which is one of the main reasons why I like the Gene Stealer cults. Because the Gene Stealer cults are one of the few factions in 40K that has no named characters. Their characters are just kind of like generalized, like they have a patriarch, but like it's not a named patriarch. It's not like you're running Rebute Gilliman because you have to in order to like meta something. The Gene Stealer cults, each cult is its own enclosed lore vacuum that you can just like throw whatever you want in there. When I was doing one of the Crusade games, I had a whole headcanon because it was based around like Blackstone, which caused people to become like sluggish and sleepy around it. So I had a whole cult that was kind of like revolved around this Blackstone and its quote unquote connection to the star gods, because I thought that was fun.
Yeah. Gene Stealer cult are cool. I really do like them as well.
I play orcs.
Nice.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like they're having a good time. Out of everyone in the grim dark future, orcs are having the best time, and
Perhaps the only ones who are having a good time.
I know, right? And they're fun to paint and kit bash, and like I am here for a good time, and orcs are the best way for me to do that in my own fashion.
You read Brutal Cunning, right?
I did.
What do you think of that?
Dude, it was wild.
I whispered.
He was having fun with the words.
I said
yeah.
brutal and cunning, and brutal.
Brutal cunning.
Cunning yet brutal, brutal yet cunning.
Yeah, it's a good time. It had a good bit of Adeptus Mechanicus in it too, so that was fun for researching my character, and then the orc perspective and like a chaos perspective towards the like middle to end of it.
Spoilers, bro.
Dude, it's fun. It's a good time. And I've downloaded the Red Gobbo. I haven't listened to it yet though.
I really liked the perspective from the Infinite and the Divine, because like the way that they interact with the world is just so foreign. You know,
Alien.
it's so fucking alien, because they will be like, oh yeah, I visited that planet like 6 centuries ago, and then the way that the author made it so that then like small little happenings that happened 6,000 or 600 years ago or something had like some kind of a weird impact later on when they visited a planet again, and that whole perspective is just fucking wild to me.
Yeah, the vastness of the universe too is something that I love about it, because it feels grand, but B, it also holds open so much for you to create your own adventures and your own existence and whatever else you want to do with it within that. So, even when you have to talk about like Space Marines, it's like you can create your own chapter, because it's like there have been so many different foundings of so many different chapters from the different legions that you can ostensibly create your own and be like, yeah, whatever, that's in my world, that's canon, and no one can say otherwise, And it's the same thing with like everything else in that. It's so vast that you can just create your own thing, do your own thing, and it holds it open that you're not going to be stepping on the toes of lore each time.
Which is also interesting too, because like the Starfinder does something a little bit similar when they're talking about planets. There's one planet in Starfinder that has this complex labyrinth of vaults, and like dependent on, I don't know, the fucking time of day and the whims of the planet itself, like the vault doors will open and then you'll go in there. But the book doesn't describe anything about the vaults, like other than just that aspect of it. And I think that's cool that it like leaves it open to interpretation of whatever you're wanting.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I'm obsessed with 40K. It's just like everything, the richness, the vastness, it makes it great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons why it's a meme, right? I'm like, Slanesh is my girlfriend. Yeah. But I've always been interested in like themes of like pleasure and excess. I think one of the reasons why I like Slanesh so much, if I may get cringe for a moment, is that like Wesley, I try to live. I have like a set of like principles and morals, right? That is all made up to me, like based on my past experiences. But every time I see like in fiction, like a group that just does whatever they want all the time, like just for like the pleasure of doing whatever that thing is, it is like a lifestyle obviously that I reject, but it's also a lifestyle that like is so foreign to me. It is interesting because I can't imagine doing that
it's
ever.
The
right?
antithesis.
Yeah, it literally is the antithesis of me, and that's why I want to date Slanesh, because opposites attract.
Hey,
Okay, all right.
Dude, maybe she'll be lawful good.
I can change you.
can
No.
change-
Yeah, I can fix her.
You can fix the god of excess. Yeah.
Oof.
Okay.
But the custodians are cool too.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I-
custodians are.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
The custodians.
And I know, Misty, you're kind of newer to 40K too. What have has your experience exploring it been?
I think it's pretty cool. I agree with I really like the lore. I think it's a really interesting concept, and I definitely, especially after learning a little bit for the character, but then also just playing the game, I can definitely understand why it's become such a popular game. I think before I didn't really understand it because all people ever talked about was it's the grimdark future and you use a ruler and you roll dice, right? And so I was like, okay. And especially as somebody who's a role player and then not really understanding that there was lore behind Warhammer.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that sounds so fun. Cool. But I definitely understand why it's such a cult classic,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I like the range that it has, and I think it's a pretty, I mean, this is going to kind of sound silly, but it's a pretty welcoming space. The themes are not so welcoming, but there's such a variety of things that you can play, so there's pretty much something for everybody. As far as if you're going to go the wargaming route with it, but also there's just the people are really cool in the Warhammer space, which we've kind of seen with going to Nova Open the past few years, but I've seen that especially just kind of in us posting these episodes, obviously, but also just online. Like I was able to join a Discord server that was created by, I think, Sisters of Aldari, I think is what they call it. Hold, please.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to be incorrect.
While you're looking that up, as far as like the range and like playing the game, I also do kind of like the varying degrees of like grandiose formats for both like book and gameplay, because you've got like the 40k game where you're playing as like massive armies, and then the books that correspond with some of those, like Devastation of Baal. You've got all those other like massive battles with these climactic heroes going against like crazy monsters. But then it goes all the way down to like Necromunda. I listened to Cal Jericho, Sinner's Bounty, and that was a shitload of fun because it brings it down to just this small group of 3 people who are just kind of like traipsing through the Underhive trying to claim a bounty.
The entire universe of Necromunda is literally just the Underhive of one hive city. Necromunda. That's it.
That's wild.
There's an entire game, an entire universe within 40k.
Well,
I guess there's also
kind
the Ash Wastes outside of it too now, I guess. But
yeah, there's the Ash Wastes, and then there's the second Hive Spire that got nuked, and that's where the Malstrain Gene Stealers are coming from.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But like, yeah, that's effectively most of the books are in that one Hive City, that one area, and there's so much there.
Yeah.
But like, I've now listened to 3 different books all about Necromunda.
Nice.
From like different perspectives. So it was like one of them was a ganger who was just kind of by herself going through, trying to be the Escher warrior that she, always meant to be. Then there was another one talking about guilders, which are like some more important people in the Underhive, and then this last one about the bounty hunters. And it's been like very interesting seeing the different perspectives from like someone new trying to like make their name for themselves to someone who has already made a name for themselves and kind of approaches things like really casually, which just a lot of fun.
Yeah, love that.
It's Sisters of Eldar. I knew I was saying it wrong, but they have a podcast where they just chat, and one does an Adeptus Sororitas army, and one does an Eldari army, and they started this cool little Discord community, and like everybody's just been so kind, and I just really appreciate that about like nerds in general. But Warhammer nerds, we've definitely witnessed it at Nova. Like they're all so kind, and like really welcoming. But it was really cool to feel extra welcomed when we were playing this game, because there's been a few people who have been watching Phil for a while who started listening to the podcast after we started posting, and it's just, I don't know, it just feels like an intimidating realm to get into, even though it's still just like nerds.
Yeah.
But they've made it not feel that way at all. So I think that's kind of been my favorite thing, is just finding like a new community amongst nerds to be like excited about. And I love all of the creativity and the art that comes from the Warhammer community.
The art is sick.
It's so cool. And that's something that I like want more of in the TTRPG space, is like more of the art and the community that or the art and the creativity that comes from that, like within the community. So it's kind of cool to see all of that happening in like the Warhammer sphere. And I think a big part of that is that the like vast lore, and people can do whatever they want with it, and they're just all so excited. So yeah, that's That's what I've been thinking.
Yeah, there's like so many different ways that you can engage with Warhammer, you know, from playing the game to reading the lore to building and painting the models to like, you know, to drawing art about it, inspired by it, the cosplay that's out there, the role-playing games. Like there's so many different ways to interact with Warhammer 40K that's also like, it's just incredible to be able to see that vast amount. And you can find however it is that you will derive joy from Warhammer in it. It's there, you know, whatever you want to do. If you are interested in what's happening with like the universe of Warhammer 40K, you can find a way that you are going to enjoy to interact with it. So reading books, doing it.
I have a coworker that just reads the books.
Yeah.
And he loves Warhammer and he loves talking about it. And I know people that just paint the minis.
Yeah.
And they love painting and that's just their thing.
Yeah. Like I was at Adepticon and, you know, I'm meeting people at Adepticon who only are interested in playing, and like they'll pay people to paint their armies and they just want to play the game. There were also people there that were entering into Golden Demon, which is GW's like painting competition, who don't play the game at all. And their whole thing is just painting these models for these competitions at like to incredible levels that are just like amazing and inspiring to see, you know? And I also met another creator, Hoodguard, who he just does lore videos. Like that's his thing. Is he doesn't really play the game much. He's most just interested in like the lore of Warhammer 40K. And it's like it's like you're seeing all these people that are coming here and it's celebrating the universe of Warhammer 40K and interacting with it in such different ways. It's awesome to see, you know.
Yeah. That being said, Games Workshop, please reduce the price of those fucking minis. Like, we don't need to be spending paycheck after paycheck on all of your plastic crack. Like, please, for my sake. Yeah. With that, do you want to?
Well, I didn't get to say what army.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I was gone. I spawned out of existence for a few moments.
Yeah.
I'm just Drusilla.
Probably knocked out somewhere.
Yeah, fainted again. Probably Khorne or Tzeentch, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I like them. They're cool. I started out with Khorne was my first army when we played Age of Sigmar.
Nice.
And I don't know. I think the bloodletters look cool and their name is cool. And they're weak. But it's fine because they don't get scared.
Yeah.
They're just like, we murder anyway. And then the Skull Cannon is cool. And the Bloodthirster's cool. And so is the Lord of Change. And the Screamers of Tzeentch. And there's cool. I also just like the way I painted by Tzeentch.
Heck yeah.
Things. They're like iridescent and pretty.
Yeah. I love it.
And
yeah.
neon.
It's always great to see like just like and finding the ways that you appreciate like the different things. And that's so cool just to feel that and find that joy from that. That's so cool. Big fan.
All right, who wants to do recap?
Recapitulation.
I'll try for the first time.
Oh yeah, get them.
Here we go. So many years ago, Gore was born. So we took some time to do some mid-travel expenditures of our stuff and kind of like rebuffed ourselves and get ready to engage in our next mission. At which point we arrived at this point in space outside of the angry space tear. What is it called again?
Aznath Abyss.
Aznath Abyss. Thank you very much. I said I was going to try. I never said I was going to be successful at this. But Aznath Abyss, yeah, the angry space bit. Outside the Aznath Abyss, this planetoid arrived, and above this planetoid was a very technical space station, and below it, one medieval era city. There was a massive psychic presence when it came back out, like putting pain into the minds of all the psychers aboard the ship. And once we realized it was there, we were sent down along with another team to find a way onto this space station, because on there, Lord Solomon Tor. No, Tror. I was right there. Tror. You kept putting the R and double R in Gror, and I kept dropping it to be there. Solomon Tror sent us down there with the express mission of finding a way onto this space station because inside there he believed that there was an STC.
Treasure.
Major treasure, possibly an STC.
Super
What's
treasure
an
chest.
STC?
It is a standardized technical construct, which is basically the blueprints to create things that came from the Age of Darkness. It's the only way for people in the grimdark future to advance their technology is to find these relics of lost technology, because the Adeptus Mechanicus. Wow, I said literally every single one that wasn't the right one. Yes,
Just because you're on the spot.
I know exactly. The Adeptus. Ooh, there we go. That was
Nice.
good.
Snuck that in there.
There we
Yeah.
go. That was an STC.
Snuck it.
Yeah. A stimulating, tingly.
Maybe the real STC is a friend
Crack.
made along
Tasty
with.
can.
Tasty can. There we go. Stimulating tasty can. Misty's already disappointed in me. Oh my god, I did it again. The Adeptus Mechanicus refuses to allow us to invent anything more now in the grim dark future. We have to only find things that we had created in the past,
Which is the whole quest for knowledge that they have.
So you can quest for knowledge, you can't create knowledge. To create is heresy. So the only way to advance is find these STCs. They're very powerful. They can advance humanity much further along. So down to this planet we go as a team. We start making our way through this town, and as we go further and further into this town, more and more crazy things are going on. These people are just subsumed with excess, like excess of gluttony and drugs and pleasure and pain and violence in every single form you can find it. As we are making our way through, and it gets worse and worse until we finally make it to the keep in the center, where a booming voice is calling out to us. We make our way inside where no one else seems to be going. And in there is the God Emperor himself up on this throne. However, we do have one thing to keep us from falling for this trap, because it is a trap. Star can see right through it, because her mind is a fortress against the psychic emanations that have us believing that this is the God Emperor. And she gives our trigger word of seagulls, at which point we go into combat mode, and the God Emperor dissolves into the Eldari queen that is up there. Drukari queens, that's right. So the Drukari queen, the Dark Eldar queen, up there with her bodyguards, who's now pissed because we didn't fall for this and has no idea what a seagull is. They engage us in combat, at which point Alara herself manages to just eviscerate the entire enemy party, except for one who I knocked down and Drusilla killed. But like almost single-handedly, with the help of Drusilla, Alara takes out every Drukari. Deldari.
Flamethrowers.
Every Deldari, yeah. It's not a flamethrower. It's a Inferno. It's a Melta. So it's like a highly concentrated, basically the power of a volcano in the hand.
Yeah, flamethrower would be reasonable.
They have Melta bomb.
Yes. So yeah, it turns out that the Drukari's one weakness is Melta.
As it turns out.
As it turns
I think
out.
everything's weakness is
That's
Melta.
true. So managing to kill off all of the Drukari presence there, we make our way up onto the throne, and there is a doorway there, needing a gene access, and basically just testing to see if it's a human trying to access it or a Xenos. So when it makes sure that there are no Xenos there, it opens up the door and tells us, "Welcome to the Man of Iron construction facility."
The Men of Iron manufacturing hub, Legion's Respite.
I was close, but that's
close.
exactly
Closer than I would have been.
Exactly.
Man.
So, at which point, Nerd Phil was pogging, but Gore was like, "Aight, let's see what happens." The team walks through the door into this place. At which point,
Transposition Matrix online, sending in 3, 2, 1.
next episode.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Ares,
Yeah.
you are the first one to appear in this circular chamber that seems very reminiscent of the one that you just left from. It almost feels like you just kind of like blinked and you're in the same spot, except instead of the door being behind you, the door is right in front of you.
Oh.
You are the only one here right now.
Oh. Well, I will step off of the circle.
Oh.
And take a couple steps towards the door.
The door slides open as Star, you appear and you see Ares in front of you.
Like, are we facing each other through the door? Or am I behind him and I see him going
You
through
are behind him and you're seeing him go through the door.
I'll follow him, I guess.
Oh, welcome. Welcome.
You walk through the door and see another large circular room. This one seems to have some chairs set up here. Some kind of like display screens kind of up around. All of the lights are working, but it doesn't appear that the screens are. Shoo! Gore, you find yourself in the this teleportation chamber, seeing the open door in front of you and your two compatriots.
I activate my power maul and then make my way through the door. Everyone okay? Where are the others?
They have not arrived.
Yeah, it looks like Ares was first, followed by me and now you.
Drusilla, you find yourself in this teleportation chamber, seeing your three compatriots in front of you.
Followed by Drusilla.
I walk towards them.
Alara,
Oh my
you
God,
find
that was
yourself
dramatic.
in the teleportation chamber, seeing your compatriots in front of you.
Yeah, we're all here.
Is this the same order we walked into the other room, or did it like rearrange us?
It seemed to have rearranged you ever so slightly.
Yeah, you like.
That's weird.
You're more electrical than us. Maybe it's easier.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't have as much electricity in her
Right.
body as
Less
everyone
ones
else.
and zeros.
You all end up coming into this large circular room. You are seeing that there is a door to your left, a door straight in front of you, and a door to your right, kind of making this sort of a cross junction. Above these doors, you do see there are some like name plaques. However, the script there, though it is recognizable, it takes a few moments to decipher, as you are familiar with Gothic transcription of letters, and these are simply like typescript, Times New Roman looking.
Ugh, disgusting.
Comic Sans, baby.
You are seeing that the door to your left says hangar. The door in front of you says control room, and the door to the right simply says power.
Unlimited.
Through the door that says power, the door just opens as you see a form walk through.
Oh no,
Another one.
Ooh.
that's not good.
Hello, welcome to Legion's Respite. Spit.
This is also a really cool mini.
It seems to be a fully mechanized entity. You're not seeing it look like a cockpit or anything. It seems to stand just slightly taller than the average human, but it does have a large, what seems to be like a reactor almost, on its back. Otherwise, it is entirely metallic, but not the kind of metal like pieces that you would see from a standard like tech priest. This seems to be like well-crafted, very advanced kind of a entity.
And it doesn't look like anything that we would normally put a servo skull into.
It does not.
Okay.
Do we see any brain anywhere?
Might be a man of iron. Seeing as
We could.
he said we're in a man of iron facility.
Are man of iron not good? We don't like
Yes. So
because they have
Well-
no brain.
Lord Dump, they were like the AI uprising that almost destroyed humanity.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
now
that's
there's
one.
just that one guy.
Yeah. Who's
And this
pretending
one.
to not be a man
and
of
this one.
iron. Maybe it's the same guy. Let's.
Do you know anything? This is Star. Do you know anything about a STC? She says to the.
Oh, an STC. Well, yes, there is an STC at this facility.
Would you take us to it?
Absolutely.
You're really good at that.
Cool.
Good at what?
That.
Thank you. Let us proceed.
Lead the way.
It seems to turn around and walk back through the same door.
Wow. Free treasure.
Follow it, I guess.
Yeah.
You walk in and see a another large, kind of a more rectangular sort of a room. There's another door to your immediate left that simply it doesn't actually seem to have a nameplate over top of it. But to your right, you were seeing this like massive, highly complex thermonuclear reactor that seems to be running, something that the Mechanicus would love to get their hands on.
Just grab
Oh,
it.
yeah, I'm drooling right now.
Roll me an awareness check, everybody, please.
Okay.
Oh, this can't lead to anything bad.
There.
That's not a nuclear
I
reactor.
got 26.
That's a bomb. Oh, whoops.
I mean,
I hardly know her.
that meant to be 1.
One success.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
made that noise instead, though.
Who else got any successes?
Not me.
Not
I
me.
rolled a 100.
Oh, sick.
Oh, a 0.
Lucky you.
Do you have any faith?
I do, but I'm probably just gonna let this one
2
roll.
failures.
Drusilla, you look, and kind of tucked into a corner of this room, past the thermonuclear reactor thing, you are seeing a humanoid shape of like armor suit kind of a thing. It looks like a highly advanced void suit that seems to be leaning against the wall with a massive hole punched through the chest cavity, revealing nothing underneath.
I'm going to inspect the reactor.
Wow.
What do
that
you, what do
thing
you mean
is
revealing
big.
nothing?
As in, there's no body.
There was no
Inside.
body in the suit?
It does not appear so.
Oh,
What
Odysseus was
happened?
here.
What happened to that thing? I'm going to ask.
What thing?
The thing in the corner.
Oh, don't worry about that. Let us proceed.
All right, let's
Is
proceed.
the whole robot arm size?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't like the cadence
tried
in
to
which you
take-
asked that. That made it really hard for me to understand, but I got there.
Yeah. I definitely do not trust this thing. I would like to look at it with my electrical eye.
Okay.
Can I see anything living inside of it?
Sure. You're using your preternatural senses.
Yes, I am.
Go ahead and roll for it.
All right.
We should have gotten our poster natural horse.
I think that's a 5. Okay.
Golly.
Yeah, that definitely
Yeah,
makes it.
I
by quite a
definitely
good
make
bit.
it.
You are scanning kind of like the electrical components here, and as you're like activating this sense, you're feeling just like an oppressive force onto the side of your face coming from the thermonuclear reactor generating a shitload of electricity.
Yeah.
It would kind of make sense. You're looking at this entity though, and you're seeing the like this complex order of motive force traveling through the body, except for its cranial area.
Oh, there's nothing up there.
Nothing. And then you're like looking a bit closer, and even coming from like the reactor behind it, there's no electrical motive, anything. It seems like this motive energy just kind of like appears and then goes through the arms and legs of this entity.
Weird. Okay. It's not coming from the reactor. Yeah, I definitely don't trust this thing. And now that I like see that there's not a human in it either, I'm gonna let the party know. It's like, this seems to be a man of iron.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
is correct. This is the Man of Iron manufacturing hub.
And would we all understand what that is?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You
I would,
probably
as
would.
Mechanicus. But would they know about like the AI uprising and like that
That
sort of
AI
thing?
is heretical.
Yeah.
I would say that is probably something that you might know.
Yeah. This is perhaps a heretical machine.
Like chaos?
A unauthorized machine, like the God Emperor looks down upon. What do they call artificial intelligence again?
I do not remember.
They call it something.
Ain't no human brain in there.
Yeah. There be no brain up in there.
The power machine. Yeah, man, I got
Yeah.
that.
No brain.
Yeah.
Drusilla, were you inspecting the body?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a
Wait, what body?
awareness check.
Nobody.
don't see
The
anybody.
void suit that had no body in it.
Wait, what void suit?
Ooh.
The one Odysseus
6.
was in.
Which is 3
rolled
levels of success.
Nobody.
Sorry, I rolled
3
100.
levels of
he's
success.
not gonna
Oh,
see it.
gotcha.
You are looking over this suit, and it appears that, like, as you're getting closer and like starting to actually look in, yeah, you're not seeing any like bones or anything in here. But what you do find is that on the side of the helmet, there seems to be like this low blinking light and some kind of like a button that you can press.
I want to press a button.
And the meteor hits and you respawn.
Or I guess Ares, what do you think this button does?
Can I roll a tech?
Yes.
Roll a what that
Roll
button
up.
do?
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
The what that roll?
Thank you for letting me use these dice.
Ooh, I rolled a 9. So that
Nice.
is 5
lot.
levels of success.
Yeah.
Wow.
This seems to be some kind of a voice recorder.
We could listen to the recording.
I would like to press play.
Engineer log. I can't entirely say what is going on. The STC seems to be unstable at best. The Men of Iron seem to be ignoring orders given. We're not sure if this is a glitch in the system or what. We do know, though, that if something bad were to happen, we can always overload the reactor or perhaps just jettison the STC into space. Whatever is going on, I'm sure that we'll end up finding out more about it through the next trial run. This time, we are going to attempt to create 300 Men of Iron rather than the standard 1,000.
Oof. How does our robot buddy respond to that? Does he take notice at all, or is he just walking away?
It seems to be stationary.
Okay.
Does he look different than the guy in the corner with a
He
hole in
does,
his chest?
yes.
Okay.
It looks like the guy in the corner with a hole in his chest. It is a suit that one would wear, while this robot seems to be like even his form could not fit in that suit. There's no possible way.
Okay.
So, but there's no brains or bones or anything in
Nope.
the. Weird.
Please lead us to the STC.
Absolutely. Right this way.
Can I
And-
cast Iron Limb because I'm really nervous?
Sure.
Yay.
I also would like to use my ever vigilant talent that I always forget about.
Ooh,
Where
this
I
is a
get
good
to
place
make-
for it.
Yeah, what can I do? Pair of authority.
Perception things.
Yep.
I'm still rolling like ass. I passed, but only by 1. Mind you, I need to get under 95.
That's wild.
Yep.
Dude,
No, I will not fall to temptation, temptress. But my limbs are iron.
Yay. You're almost a woman of iron. Maybe you can get like +1
Awareness
influence.
test.
I'm just like you, man.
You set the difficulty, as always.
Challenging. So just the base roll.
Ooh. Just 1 success.
1 success. And
Yeah.
this is to basically check and see if anything previously comes into play that might be relevant, right?
yeah, if we missed anything in the room.
Yeah, it's whenever you leave a location that has an object of interest or a clue that the group did not find or closely examine, the GM it says you may make the secret awareness test, but
We're not doing that.
we're like that's dumb. If the test is successful, the GM may reveal this clue to you. That's
Okay. As you are kind of like wandering with this entity, it does appear that you don't know much about tech,
No.
but this reactor thing on the back of it seems to whir a bit more when it is around that thermonuclear reactor. Almost like it doesn't generate its own power, it pulls it from elsewhere.
On the back of the...
On the back of the Man of Iron.
Okay. Ares,
Yes.
did you notice that, like, this... It sounds more... I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but, like, can you hear this? And I, like, motion that, like, to, like, watch as he's going away, that, like, it starts to get quieter.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
And, like, do you hear the difference as he's going?
Yes, I do.
Do you know why that would be?
And can I see like waves of energy like being captured by it or something cool like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems to be captured by that thing on its back, but again, there's like a gap where the motive force should be flowing through that you just cannot.
That's so weird. I do not understand this tech. It is ancient, but it is receiving power
But please come along.
coming along.
We shouldn't dolly now, or dolly now.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, following it to the STC.
You walk into this next room. It seems to be another just like small square room with 3 more doors. There's a door to your left that says control room, a door straight in front of you that says STC testing facility, and a door to your right that says habitation. Right this way. And you're starting to see some pieces fall off of this Man of Iron, like he's not fully held together.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh.
Listeners, we got a new mini. Same guy, different design.
Oh.
It
Yeah.
seems that this
Guy.
Man of Iron
is so cool.
has like some pieces that are falling off, and these like mechanical tendrils are starting to stem off of its base body.
Jeez.
Does that look like it's supposed to do that?
No.
Okay. He's spooky.
The door to the STC chamber opens, and he walks through.
Can we see anything before we walk through?
You can see that the like from where you're at, that inside this room it extends quite far off to the left, but from your current position you cannot.
Anything weird and different, Harry's?
Do I see anything wild in there?
There is a massive concentrated concentrated motive force like pushing through and around and kind of swirling in this huge mass.
Yeah, I walk right in. Let's see what happens.
You look off to your left where you can see long stained blood coating the ground. It's so old that it looks almost like rusted, like that, like really fucking old blood.
Oh, I use Army Band of Rust effect.
Yeah.
And it seems to slither and lead to this massive machine. Thank you for making this journey. It has been so long since I have fed. As then a spike impales the back of this Man of Iron, and
Listeners, he's cackling. He's reaching into a bag of tricks. He did a kickflip.
you see
Ooh.
Oh,
this entity.
There's 2 pieces.
I will let you all describe it, and Phil, if you wouldn't mind doing the other part of it.
Yeah.
wow. This is like it's like a spider with a shell on it, and it's massive and going to kill us.
Like a crab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spider crab robot.
he said spider with a shell on it. I was like, that's a crab.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Oh, it's just
so
evolved.
Scary.
Very spooky.
I don't even.
He's disgusting.
It's so
Did
cool.
you paint all these?
Yes.
Oh my
I built
God.
this too. I built this one too. And
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm very excited about this one. You'll see this in a second.
What?
Whoa.
It takes apart.
That's a transformer.
So the base of it seems to have these large mechanical tendrils coming out, acting almost as legs for this large kind of main body. The face of the body seems to have a...
It lights up.
She glow.
Oh.
Sorry.
The face of the body seems to have this long, decayed, and rotting skin,
Yeah.
kind of like covering the face plate of this large entity. Its right arm is entirely replaced with a massive Gatling weapon. Its left arm seems to be a combination of these flayed flesh covering this like massive mechanized but seemingly like muscular claw. And on the back of it, it seems to have this ever-burning kind of flame coming off of it. The entire shell and armor plating is cracked with this strange energy that Star you would recognize as the warp,
Seen it once or twice.
pulsating through this entity.
He's
Jeez.
really scary.
It's sick.
This is really cool.
I was scared of the original Man of Iron.
Yeah.
It only got worse.
Stop being right about that.
And if you look on that mini, he has the Man of Iron that you were following impaled.
Ooh,
He totally does.
He does.
that's so cool.
Dude.
This is crazy. You did
Phil,
such a
do you
good
have a whole
job.
like construction and painting video that you're
No, but I will have a video of it in action because
I don't know how to
that
set
took a
this
lot of
down.
like figuring out. So it was
Yeah,
less
I
like a
bet.
Where do
process.
I put
Oh,
it?
that is so
I'm
No, the
so
other way.
excited to
Face
watch
the other
it.
way. Yeah, with the Gatling gun in between. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, the back of him has a like you carved a hole in there and put one of those like electric candles
Yeah,
and like broke that apart, but got it like sticking out of the back
out of the
this.
top.
so
Yeah, so
wild.
it's the top part is essentially like the top of an armager. So the baby knights. I've got the left arm is a claw from a forge fiend. Or from a Mauler fiend, I should say. The right Gatling gun is also from the Forge Fiend piece that I had there. It's connected to the body through like the cutoff part of a Lehman Russ turret. The back of it is the backpack from a Demon Prince that I've got glued onto the back there. I've got, and then I carved cracks into the carapace there, and I painted in all of the glowing there. I've got the face is the faceplate from a Chaos Knight that I then glued the tips from a missile launcher into it to give the eyes inside of it there.
Oh.
That's crazy.
That's
The
wild.
legs are the arms, like the tentacle like whips from a Mauler fiend that I glued together into the base there so that they can be like the legs that it's holding up onto. And then I have it just connecting by like a piece of scenery piping down to the back there to impale into the back of this of the creature of the Man of Iron thing there.
That's insane.
Dude,
Yeah.
that it looks so seamless. I would not have known that it was like a dozen different minis if you hadn't.
Dude, I was surprised because like
So
the top
excited.
comes off the bottom. I was surprised to even see that happen. Like,
Yeah.
it looks like one mini.
That's insane.
It looks like a nightmare mini.
Please
you.
also tell me that
Yeah.
you took like professional photos.
Oh yes.
Okay.
I've got good photos and video that I can
Good,
share with you.
'cause you are an actual photographer. I have but a cell phone that
That's crazy.
sometimes is in focus.
Yeah.
That just because I have skills issue, but like these are so cool, and
Thank
I
you
can't
so
wait
much.
for everybody to see them.
Yeah, these
This is
are
why I was excited. I knew you guys were like, "Oh, Phil's got like a secret model," and they came out with the other one that I brought those ones the first time I came to visit. So like the
Oh,
first
wow.
time with the original Dark Eldar,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're like, "Oh, that's what I couldn't see," and I was like, "Ooh, no, it's not."
You're right. That is is the coolest thing you've ever seen.
Isn't it
Damien
It's
tried to
sick.
make me jealous, and now I am. I tried to do this 24 hours before I did. Because they came downstairs. Damien was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
At this point, the objective marker pops up and a little tooltip on the bottom. Up at the top, it simply says run. And the tooltip at the bottom simply says, some enemies are not meant to be fought.
Yeah.
Let's go to the control room.
Luckily, though, this thing is slow. You all have initiative first. What would you like to do?
Run.
Run away.
I think we should go to the control room.
Or the power room.
We came from the power room.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's destroy the nuclear reactor.
That will probably kill us. Too.
Yeah, I was just kidding. Let's go I think we should go to the control room, see if we can like shut down, figure out where the power's
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of an adeptus mechanicus myself.
All right, since you all have initiative before this thing, you all effectively can run out of the room as the Gatling weapon starts to spin up and fire, peppering the wall behind you as you start making your way through the hall, and you can actually get to the door to your right upon leaving this room.
Yay.
Leading out to the control room. You walk in, and it is multiple highly advanced cogitators. You're not sure how they fit like the human brain in there, but you would recognize
So
a
thin.
cogitator anywhere.
Yeah, of course.
These screens seem to be all up and running. Ares, I'm
Yes.
assuming you're taking point here.
Yes.
It ain't me.
looks pretty techie.
Yeah, not me.
Go ahead and make me a hard tech test. That's
I
minus 20.
Would like
Okay.
to be by the door.
Keeping watch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Same.
I am going to pull out one of my grenades.
Can,
Okay.
Oh, I
can
have a
this count
firebox.
as aiding me because they are being like the eyes behind me so I can focus on this?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
What is it? Aiding
I
you?
Gives advantage.
I can do the overseer thing. He could use my skill.
Oh, there we go.
I don't think that's a good idea in this.
So
weirdly
guarding
enough.
door. What's gore?
Guarding
Intercept?
door.
Guarding door.
Yeah.
Guarding the people who are guarding him, but not the door.
Okay.
Ooh.
That one? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got a 12 on the die.
Yeah.
But with
pretty good.
advantage.
Yeah, it
It's
could be a
21. There we go.
Yeah, baby.
12. So several success levels.
Yes.
You end up going through, and it's a very strange code base that you're having to filter off through. And it's also kind of strange because you're seeing like glitches, and where normal like words should be said, it just says like excess, or it says like gluttony, or it says like passion, obsession in some places. So it's difficult trying to like process this because like it's taking out one or several words and replacing it with this. But you see something that says fail-safe protocol.
This is
And
the
it
wrong
seems to be-
universe, but I'm just picturing the like Fallout terminal
Yeah.
when you're
I
trying
was
to
like,
like
all right.
find the words.
It would probably look more like a Fallout terminal than normal.
That's what I was
cogitators would
picturing
for
too.
you.
I'm
Yeah.
glad.
But you're seeing it says fail-safe protocol, and it is a script that you can run.
Okay. I am going to dip my finger in some sacred unguents and send it.
Giggity.
Zoop, zoop, and you see a display that says fail-safe protocol step 1 activated, step 2 awaiting in power room.
Oh,
Great.
to the power room.
And it's at this moment that you just see Alara and everyone else guarding the door. You can just see the tendrils of this massive creature just starting to like stab into the plating in the room adjacent to the control room as a big, massive mechanical claw hand reaches out, grabbing an edge and just crushing it under its like under its hand,
Might.
I guess, as it's making its way through. It is your guys' go.
I would like to throw my grenade.
Okay.
It
Go
is
ahead.
a crack grenade.
Oh, it's a crack grenade. That's good to know.
I'm sweaty. I'm nervous. Okay.
Speaking of nervous sweat, I would like to remind the group that as far as pacing goes, and because this is like our first like real run and gun encounter, everyone who takes actions between movements will be one zone shorter than the rest of the party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the party is probably mechanically running, which is both movement and action. I'm not saying don't take actions. I'm just making sure we all know that every time we do something other than run, we'll be.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't understand what you said at all, but now I know.
I have 3 levels of
Ooh, I
success.
just saw the map. Oh.
Call me Dora.
I am handing the map now out. You can
Map
now
on the
see
map.
the
layout.
the layout of the facility now that you have access to the control room.
Nice.
You can see that adjacent to the hangar there is a section for Man of Iron storage that is connected to the STC room. The STC room is connected to that hub that leads to power, control room, and then the habitation area. Seems that the habitation area has like multiple subcompartments to it. But I'm imagining you're probably not going to be running over there because that would be bad.
Should we just take the hide action?
Hey, look,
Oh, there
there's
we
a
go.
map on the wall.
Yeah.
We all burn the map into our memories.
Big old, you are here.
Yeah.
X on it.
Yeah, death is here.
Yeah. So grenade, you're throwing. Okay.
It's 3 levels of success.
Nice.
That will be 15. Wait. Advantage doesn't count
No.
right now, right? Because we already used
Yeah.
it from the
Yeah.
last. Okay, cool. Yeah, so 15 damage and penetrating 4. There's also spread
Okay.
if that matters.
It does. You launch this grenade out, tossing it. It hits into one of the tendrils of this creature, blowing one part of it off and knocking 2 others back. And you see its massive hand actually grab the severed component and then place it back onto the tendril that it got shot off of, as then it swings its gun barrel around that is already red hot and seems to almost like spot weld the piece back together.
Jeez.
That's not good.
That does consume its action, however. So what would you like to do?
Maybe okay.
Are you moving?
I mean, we have to go towards it.
We are all.
To the control room.
It came from
we're
the.
in the control
It came
room.
from the T room.
To the power
Right?
room.
Okay.
The STC room.
Can I see the
I guess if
Sorry,
he yells out, go to the power.
So,
room. Move.
basically-
There is a route we can take. Sorry.
Go for it.
There's a route we can take to go straight to the power room. There's a route we can take to live and complete the mission where we run up and around to the STC room, try to grab it, and then down and around to the power room. Right? And it makes more sense on the map. But basically, we go
I
up, right,
see.
down, or we go down, left immediately.
I'm going to put this out
We
there.
could
I think
also-
this is the STC.
Let's split the
This
part.
is the STC.
Split the party.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been corrupted. I believe this is the STC.
So what's in the STC room?
This is
Nothing
what
else.
it was.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're getting the fuck out then. Ignore
Yeah.
everything I just said.
Yeah. To the power. room.
Skedaddle.
Yeah, I guess I will move then into this like corridor area that's like unlabeled.
Yeah, that would be the like reception area that you originally came to after you got out of the teleportarium.
There's a circular desk in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little nameplate says Ron Swanson.
Yep. There's one desk that still spins to this day, or one chair still spins
Yep.
to this day. Alara, you're moving into that room, and that'll be the end of your turn. Who's going next?
Wait, did you start from? Did you start from the control room or the center circle?
The control room is where you were at.
Control room.
We
Okay,
are
I
now
just wanna
in the
make sure.
circle.
You're now in that center circle. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I knew where everyone was. In my brain.
Yeah. And that center circle is where this thing is too, right?
No, it is to the south of the control room. Alara went to the west.
Oh,
west
okay,
of the
gotcha.
control room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, we're actually able to hear it now.
Look at
I hear
that.
the other ones too. I heard them.
Yeah, I edited out the other ones. I didn't. They actually did not show up.
We'll never know.
Okay, so Alara, you are in that next room, the one that kind of connects to the teleportarium, the power room, and the hangar. What are the rest of you doing?
I think that.
Also-
I was going to say, Gore's probably not going to leave until everyone else is out of this room.
I'll
Okay.
leave now.
Yeah,
Still,
Bye.
you can spend your move moving into that next room. However, you do still have an action that you can take to move to another adjacent room if you'd like. Alternatively, you can use that action for any other purpose. If we want to do like the help action in some way for someone, or if you're wanting to...
I would like to move into the power room with my second move.
Moving into the power room, you can see off to your left, the doors have remained open since that Man of Iron walked through all of them. And off in the distance, you can see currently this large creature is welding, like spot welding his severed tentacle back on, which is buying you a little bit of time, but not much, because that cannon can definitely aim at you where you're at.
Okay.
Who's next? Drusilla, you moved into that central room. Are you doing anything with your action?
Actually. Yeah, no.
Okay. Hanging out there, kind of waiting for orders, probably. It makes sense, because, like, action economy-wise, you might want to wait until next turn where you can move and do a thing, rather than, like, having not much to do. Star, what would you like to do?
Can I move into this center room as well, and then per gate?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll your purgation, and it's as you're moving that you hear the hilt calling to you. Coward.
I really thought you were gonna say hello. I don't know why. I expected it to be like, yeah.
Your weapon here. How's it going?
It'll just be like on Elden Ring.
Oh, yeah. The fucking prattling pates. Yeah.
I don't think I per gate. I don't think I per gate. I got one less. One bad success. One failure. Success.
Okay, I don't think anything changes for failing per gate, so you're good there. It's just you have effectively wasted the action. Yeah. Moving on, we've got notes.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything like loose in this area that I can that I could throw?
As far as like a thing to throw, are you looking at like something two-hand kind of thing?
Well,
or are you
just
looking at like a one-handed kind of throw, like a small rock or something?
Yeah.
Let's see, in this room,
I'm not worried about doing damage with it.
in this room, there's a desk and there's a chair kind of spinning in the center, but there's not much else actually.
Is there a paperweight on the desk?
No. You could spend your action searching through drawers on this desk, but
Find a TPS report.
yeah.
Let me look at what I have in my pockets.
You sold everything in your pockets.
Not everything in my pockets, just all the stuff that we got from the warehouse.
Oh.
From the warehouse dead people. Okay. What if I throw a vial of sacred unguents, will it
Heresy.
break?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you're wanting to do?
Yeah, but not right now. I'm just getting it ready.
Okay, you've got this vial ready. Who's next? Star, you have moved along. You've been called a coward. Gore.
I'm going to move into the circle room as well and hold my action. Or just
Okay.
basically just pass my action.
Maybe like ready if it
Yeah.
starts coming through. All right, you have bought yourself a small bit of time as this thing finishes the rapid spot welding. But you can, Ares, you can see the Gatling weapon starting to rotate its barrel as it is pointing towards you. But that is its turn.
Okay. I would like to somehow like overload this this reactor like destroy a regulator or.
Well, you have started the
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
sequence.
I think
Oh.
there'll probably be like,
That was the sequence we
hello,
started.
do
Yeah,
this now.
it said part 2 was in the power room.
Yeah. There is a panel near this thermonuclear reactor if you'd like to interact with that, but that is going to be an action.
Yeah, interact.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a tech test.
Interact test. Ooh, 17. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's probably going to be a success then. As you are looking your way through, how many success levels did you get?
4 levels of success.
4 levels of success.
3. 53, 17.
4.
Four levels of success. With that, you've been able to kind of from engaging the one cogitator to literally the time it took you from the control room to the power room, you have managed to develop a script that filters out all of those strange, like excess kind of keywords that have been popping up in the code. So plugging in and starting to run that script to remove all of that makes this a lot easier and a lot quicker.
Little filter.
You look through and you are seeing another script labeled like safety protocol. And as you click enter to execute it, it suddenly pops up and says voice identification required.
This is your time to shine.
Ooh,
Remember the recording?
yeah, we heard that recording. I have my like voice modulator.
I would like you to make a tech augmetics test at easy difficulty.
Ooh, okay.
That's going to be plus 40.
I don't think he said easy difficulty this whole
Ever.
time.
Once this entire
I
time.
think one time.
You
okay.
said he filtered out the excess like words, and in my brain I was like, oh, he just went to a previous commit before those words were
Before
added.
those words were added.
Yeah.
You said it's at a plus
Nerd.
40.
Plus 40. So if the
Okay.
gods really want it, you will fail.
That is 5 levels of success.
Wouldn't it have been crazy if he said failure? That would be in like how?
Insane,
Yeah,
yeah.
like-
You key up your voice box, and what words do you say?
Disable any STCs and overload the reactor in 60 seconds.
Voice authorization received.
I do a little anime jump and then run away.
Executing in, what is the equivalent of 2 rounds? 12 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're out of here.
Never mind.
During this time, I mean, you have a move.
Yep. I'm moving to the rest of the group.
This is the exit we're going?
No, hangar's right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The one that says Han.
That's ableist.
What are the rest of you doing?
Did we ever decide? Did we ever decide what like if I wanted to change the shape of the hilt thing, what that is economy free action? I want to turn it into like a great shield.
A great shield. Okay.
Still keep it on my back for now, but I want to like in my brain, Star's brain / Wesley's brain, Wesley. I'm trying to mix the words.
Yeah.
In our combined brain, joined by the warp, if it starts to really catch up, I want to try to use it to barricade something, possibly like have it be big enough that it kind of sticks in the wall and be sad instead of single tier. But it won't come to that because we're out of here.
Okay. I'm going to say that this will count as...
This will kill you. I don't know why I'm so ready for awful things to happen.
This is going to count as medium cover.
If I were to like
plus 4 armor to all hit locations for ranged attacks.
nice.
And I will say that it will give you advantage to parry, I guess. Is probably going to be the way to
think
word
about it.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be free action, but only once per turn.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But yeah, so you will it, and it resists you initially, but like through your will and your intent, the crystal does start to form the shape of a shield. As you can hear like this thing gritting its teeth almost.
Dang. It does not want to be a shield.
Coward.
Oh, and then I want to purgate. Try again.
Okay.
Yeah, I have. Surely this time. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. I succeed. I got 19.
Okay.
Was the
I do
whisper
still have
for me.
Iron Limb
Why
up,
was
so I
that so
dropped down to
creepy?
1, not to 0.
Okay.
And then I think I'll move into the hangar.
Okay. Move into the hangar. As you enter this large hangar, you can see the open vacuum of space in front of you. It has some kind of a field in place, a la Star Wars, where you can see completely out, but it keeps the vacuum
out. Yeah. Vacuum
Wait,
sealed.
how did we get
There
here?
is no ship within the hangar.
Wait, did the ship leave us?
Oh, we TP'd
Yeah, we never took a ship. Remember, we teleported in.
Oh,
from here.
wait. No, from this is this
From the
T is the
teleportarium.
teleport room?
Yes.
They
Wait,
sent you to the wrong place.
weren't we? I thought
Way-
he
way
came
to
from.
go,
Oh, no,
Fortnite.
you said we came from the T room.
Yes.
I asked earlier. I was like, did he come from the T room? I'm locked in now.
Okay, so do you want to go to the tea room instead of the hangar?
I do, but I feel like that's metagamey. Is that metagamey?
I will say the hand is off the chess piece.
Yeah.
All right.
The rest of you, what would you like to do?
But there's nothing else in the hangar except for like a cool view.
There seems to be like crates and other like strange mechanical equipment, but as far as like things of use to you right now, nothing.
Okay.
Oh, just
There
ride a
does
crate.
seem to be a door to your right that says Man of Iron Storage.
I wonder what's in there. Okay, that's my turn.
Probably their personal effects.
It's just a gym.
Let's see, Alara, what are you doing?
I don't know if we should go to the teleportation thing because if it's destructing in 12 seconds, it probably takes like a round for each of us to go.
It did specifically say executing in 12 seconds.
Yeah, I told it to self-destruct in 60, but we'll see.
Maybe it thought you said 16
Maybe.
and it counted that 4
Dude.
seconds.
It took 4 seconds
Voice
to say.
activated is
Yeah.
the worst.
It's probably going to execute in 60 seconds after the 12 seconds because it's giving you time to,
To run away?
well, no, to like, oops, that's not what I
Yeah.
meant to do.
Do you really want to? Yeah.
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 Oh.
And then the
You
60 seconds
left
starts.
before you pressed the yes on the do you really want to do this? And it's just sitting there idle.
Dude, I hate that so much. It's like, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Well, do this CAPTCHA, you robot.
Fuck, I can't do this.
Or you're sad because you can do it.
Dude, the CAPTCHAs. Man, I did a bike. No, it was a bus. I did a bus CAPTCHA
Those are the
the
fucking
other
worst.
day.
Those are hard.
It's like-
where? Is it there? I don't
Here's this
know.
picture of a city from space. Is there a bus in this picture? I'm like, bruh, I'm so far away from
You're like, probably, like, mathematically speaking,
Yeah.
but I can't fucking see it.
Oh,
Dude.
math? You robot.
you robot.
All right, Alara, Drusilla, Gore, what are you guys doing?
Gore's not going to move until everyone else is through there.
Okay.
I was actually like, okay. I was hoping to be the last one in here because my plan is like, if it tries to do a thing, I'm going to do the distracting.
Okay.
So I want to be like,
Oh,
I have
yeah,
to be
'cause you have
kinda
your talent
close
for that.
to it or like in its line of sight.
Okay.
Yeah. But I also don't want us to like linger any longer. So I was thinking I do the last action.
Are you guys coordinating this in character?
I think you'll need to.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Gore would be like, everybody get to the teleporting room.
Oh.
You don't have to be the first. That's for sure. But like, I'm not. He's probably not going to leave there until Star gets back in and then back out. So that's not
I'll
probably not
stay
going to be
here
until
and
next turn.
just try and distract it if it gets to the control room.
Alara, wait, is Alara the only one then that can go? Oh yeah, because you came back
Yeah,
in.
I've already moved this turn.
Oh yeah.
What you thinking, Laura?
I don't know.
Star, check if there's void suits in there.
I don't know why people don't want to run away from this thing.
Well,
I think everybody wants
I
to run.
do.
Everyone's thinking of how to run.
I'm
And not me, though. I'm just running to the wrong place.
That's what you get for not thinking about how you're running.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the fact that Star's like going to have to be in that room next turn, and so I'm worried about it shooting, but I can give it disadvantage by distracting it.
Okay.
Can I pick Ares up?
I'm gonna say no, because that would kind of ruin things mechanically.
Yeah, I am like running into the room right now.
Just fucking clothesline him.
Shove them
Why are you wanting to pick Ares up?
so they both move.
So we can both
No, just
go into the
get out of
teleportation
here.
room. Well, yeah. I just if would you not take somebody with you if you could though?
Only one person can teleport at a time anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
We established this.
Okay. We can't both go in the room.
No.
Okay, whatever. I'm going. This is stupid.
You rush into the room as then you hear a familiar voice. Teleportarium disabled while safety protocols are in effect.
No!
Teleportarium disabled while safety protocols are in effect. Teleportarium disabled while safety protocols are in effect. And it's just going on a loop.
Wow, I hate that.
It's motion activated. Didn't start until Laura got in there, but now it's like...
Well, it's nice knowing y'all.
I go back out.
Okay. Who's next then? Drusilla, Gore, you guys are being
I'll
accosted
head
by
to
this
the
thing.
hangar then.
Heading to the hangar.
Yeah, but I'll try and make if I the line of sight. I want to be able to.
Okay, you set
Yeah.
yourself up just kind of at the just inside the hangar. Gore.
Sorry. Gore's going to stay in the room here.
Okay,
with,
ready action.
Yes, ready action with Alara.
All right, and I think that brings us to this creature who is bursting his way through.
What
And
is his name?
what?
What is his name?
Hephaestus.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good
Nice.
one. That's a good one.
Great
Oh,
name.
dang.
It continues to crawl through as it moves into the control room and starts turning the weapon around. Gore, take your shot.
Yeah, I guess with the
I
shotgun.
should have stayed in there and been distracting.
Shoot. All right. Oh, no.
I forgot.
Okay, well
I forgot the order of operate. I forgot that.
It was gonna go.
Yeah.
well, I mean, you didn't know it was going to go that way. It could have gone that way, you know.
Oh yeah,
So-
like through power. And
Yeah.
up.
I'm going to spend
Fate to
a
reroll.
fate to reroll that.
Okay.
You have so much fate.
I do.
He was fated.
Nope, that was even worse.
No,
All
like
right.
I don't think he's burned
I
fate
missed.
at all.
I haven't burned fate at all.
That's wild.
You fire, but this thing's presence seems to just be like really, really oppressive. Not just like in the fear centers of your brains, but psychically, it seems to be pressing against you. And you fire, and it does hit, but nowhere that causes any kind of real damage to it. Honestly, you're actually seeing some pellets going into the cracks where the warp is at,
dang.
and the pellets disappear. This creature then moves its Gatling weapon and will burst fire at everyone in that room. Starting off, Gore. Yep, you're going to take a critical wound.
Cool.
Burst damage is just you
And-
fire at one and they take half, right? Or do you fire at all of them individually?
I think it's all of them individually.
Am I thinking spread?
Let's
Is there a difference?
Yeah.
double
There
check.
is a difference.
Okay.
I don't remember what it is.
It is spread. You
Okay.
are correct. All creatures within immediate range of the target other than the attacker makes a challenging reflex dodge test or suffer half damage.
Okay.
So go ahead and you two go ahead and roll the
Challenging
reflexes.
reflex dodge.
Yes.
Challenging is 0 modifier.
And this weapon is dealing what is that going to be? 10 points of damage, and because I got a 44, that is a critical wound automatically.
Dang it. Okay.
Oh.
44 damage, you said?
No, he got a
no.
44.
Oh, you got a 44.
10
That's what I was
damage.
like.
10 damage.
10 damage to the where?
One of your legs.
Hit location 4, which is one of your legs.
Okay. So mine on my legs.
Left leg.
Left leg.
Left leg, baby!
Lucky would be proud.
All right. So I got 5. So I'm taking 5 damage.
Okay, and roll a d10. And
you're
because
making
this
me do
didn't
this?
exceed your maximum
Unbelievable.
wounds, we're not adding anything additional.
All right. 9.
A 9. You have a mangled foot. The blow devastates your foot, breaking bones and potentially severing toes. You are bleeding major, immediately fall prone, and your move is reduced 1 step. That means that you have a slow movement characteristic rather than normal. So you have to spend I believe it's an action to move zones.
Okay.
And that would take his move and action.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Yippee!
Yeah. Woo!
You guys, your reflexes.
Yeah,
little-
I passed. Well, I got 2 successes.
That's good. I got 2 failures. So
That's not good.
no.
Okay, so then whoever failed takes 5 points of damage, as this thing is just spraying across the room.
To what location?
Left leg. Oh, unless it's different.
2, so one of your arms.
I feel kind of bad, but at least like disadvantage wouldn't have done anything to that.
Oh
roll.
yeah, true.
That is this creature's turn, Ares.
Man.
Maybe you two could work together to like pull Gore away.
Yeah, I would like to buddy drag Gore into the hangar.
Okay, I'll say action to grab him, and then you would be able to move and drag his way into the hangar.
All right.
Who is next? It is you 4 now.
Alara, do you want to come on in here? Come on in. The weather's fine.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
mean,
weather.
there's no real
It's
reason
space.
to split up right now.
Except for the fun of it.
I'm still gonna stay. I'm still gonna have like the thing ready so I can try and distract it somehow. If it,
Okay.
when it spawns in there.
Okay, so
Can I-
staying to distract.
Try to seal his wounds.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, we're rolling better lately. 25 on the dice, which is 2 wounds is routine, which is plus 20. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 5 successes. You heal at least 5, and you're no longer bleeding.
Yep, this does not count as healing your critical injury,
It just stops your
but the
bleeding.
bleeding is stopped, which means that this turn you will not take your bleeding damage.
So I still have the critical wound. So if I get toughness 3, 2 more, oh no, 3 more, and I'm dead. Like exceeds it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
But I healed fully then because of the 5, right?
Yeah.
yes,
Cool.
you heal and you're no longer bleeding. With the shield, you said it counts as cover. Do I have to use an action to have it count as cover?
No.
Just me having it?
Yes.
Okay, then I think I'm also going to stay put.
Okay.
Is there like doors that we could close?
There are panels to the side that should possibly close the doors.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna get up and try to
Shoot the panel.
close the panel.
Yeah, shoot the panel like Star Wars.
Close the panel?
Yeah, get up and close the panel, or not close the panel, close the door with the panel
Oh, well.
Beep, boop, boop,
if
bop.
that's possible.
So wounds actually heals a lot.
No, don't do that.
No, because there's this other fucking door, not door thing.
Door.
None of us are techies. I don't think anybody but Ares should be touching any sort of panel opening things
Okay, fair enough. That's true.
or closing things.
Okay. Am I correct in assuming that you guys are kind of like staying put and aiming weapons?
I
And
think
I'm
so,
shielded.
Yeah.
And you're shielding?
Yeah, I'm gonna be pointing it at the other door. I don't trust it.
Okay. The camera then pans to the thermonuclear generator as we're seeing waves of electricity coursing up it. Vroom, vroom, vroom. The camera then quickly goes to the small panel next to it where we can see the timer tick down. 2, 1, vroom, vroom, as a massive EMP blast goes through the entire facility. This creature, as it's rushing into that central room, suddenly starts to collapse, and you're seeing the skin that it is wearing just start to like droop
Ew.
and fall off as its limbs are starting to fail on it. And as it slams into the ground, the gun still rotating, it fires into the ceiling several times, as then finally you can see the dim lights within it grow dimmer and fade away. Ares, all of your mechanical components and your preternatural senses fail. It sends through such a massive electric shock that your capacitors start to feel like they're overloading. Some of them even pop at the damage.
Ooh.
Oh god.
And you have an extreme headache. Currently, your augmetic eye and your arm are useless.
You have no eyes, bro.
I would like to point out.
That you have an augmetic heart as well.
I do.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
The augmetic heart will still pump
I
from
don't
the
know.
biological
Okay.
components that are attached. However, its mechanical use is completely shot.
Yeah. Guys, I'm.
Oh yeah, your voice modulator's
Oh
completely.
yeah,
was
it's,
gonna
it's
say.
completely gone. So I try and talk through the modulator at
You're
first.
just like,
There's like this dumb little like gear clicking sound. I guess I'll use my actual voice.
Oh, wow.
haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Oh.
My arm is not working. What just happened?
I don't know. There was like a thump.
We at the very least, if not weemst, would have seen him.
What?
Weemst.
You heard him. We.
I was following. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
Wow.
it's nonsense.
What a weemst. That's what I'm calling you from now on. It's a weemst.
What a weemst. Would have seen him like
Collapse
die
and
and die.
effectively get shut down.
At least all the men of iron are probably shut down.
You're still cooked.
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna grab
cooked
Gore.
No, I'm good.
Your
I'm up.
your
You're
foot is
slow.
still going.
Still.
Oh
not
yeah,
bleeding.
my foot is still. Yeah, you're
And
right.
so I'm
Forgot
gonna
about
start, I guess, trying to like slither around homeboy, Hephaestus. What a cool name for this guy. And then I just shout back at the others like, "Someone guide Ares and let's get out of here."
I'll
As
grab
I
you.
start
Oh, thank you.
Well,
trying to run to this
but where are we
teleportation.
going?
Teleportation room, I think.
It's
Was that not
about at this moment where things have like calmed down a little bit when you are hearing EMP successful. Now initiating self-destruct. T minus 60 minutes.
Oh,
Please
Minutes?
board your assigned shuttles and depart the facility immediately.
Never mind.
Please board your assigned shuttles and depart the facility immediately.
Those are those.
No, that's a habitation zone. You're in the
I
hangar.
think the shuttles
Oh.
are supposed to be in the hangar.
Then I'm just gonna help Gore to hangar.
I'm gonna use the
Actually-
comm bead and see if I can call back to the not vengeful spirit, the
Stern spirit.
stern spirit. Thank you.
Vengeful spirit.
Vengeful spirit. Jesus.
It's about
That
to be
shit's
vengeful.
haunted. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the stern spirit. May I take your order?
Go for Gore.
You called.
We need extraction from the space station above the planet here immediately.
Solomon Tror was expecting a call. We will be sending a shuttle shortly.
Not shortly, extra shortly. We've got only 60 minutes until this thing blows up.
I told
Extra
it
shortly,
60s.
understood.
Yes.
Sending shuttle your way as soon as humanly possible.
And a large fry, please. No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, our fry machine is broken.
That's crazy.
Dang it.
It's literally just hot oil.
They
Unbelievable.
ran out of corpse starch, okay?
Oh,
Corpse
my
starch.
Oh, no.
Dude,
Unbelievable.
We're only taking cash today.
Oh, no.
There was an EMP lately, and
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you anyway. But yeah,
So now it's kind of you all waiting for the shuttle. Is there anything that you'd like to do in the meantime?
I want to search this thing to see if there's like a core
I'll go with you
from it that I can maybe extract to bring back
because I had the
to
same
Solomon
thought.
Tror.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a tech test.
Can I aid?
That's my
Yeah.
best skill.
How do I aid again? Oh, he just gets advantage.
Yeah.
Do it
All
with
right.
advantage, brother.
Excellent. Okay, that's never mind. I don't need the advantage because I rolled a 2.
A 2.
Bruh.
2.
But you can make it 102.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It would be
102.
20.
All right. You get over to this thing and start trying to peel panels off. And as you do, you're exposing more of the machinery that underlies all of this kind of like metal carapace on this thing. But as you do, intermixed heavily with all of that machine component is this almost, it looks almost like tangible, goopy warp. And if like it feels like if you stuck your hand in there, you would be reaching into a space, a dimension that is not your own.
Gotcha.
Do you want
Note to self: I'm not gonna do that.
me to do it?
No, I don't think anyone should reach into that. let's try to find what we can that's not consumed by the warp.
You can take the little demon prince backpack.
What? Oh.
Yeah, can I take
pretty
Can I just like pop his top and then take the little battery from his light?
That's the one thing that you'd be.
That's the one thing is the battery from inside him there. Yeah. Yeah. Is there
Revealing
anything?
the top and like digging through all of his like machine components that you can safely touch, and that is not very much.
Yeah.
That you can touch safely. This thing seems to be to its core corrupted.
Gotcha.
It's got cracks all over, revealing the Imperium beneath. And as you're like continuing to just be around it, I need you to roll a discipline check for me.
Some might call it a corruptor.
Oh,
Kinda looks
Horizon
like
Zero
one.
Dawn. Oh,
Kind of looks like one.
I'm going to burn a fate to pass that.
very well.
All right.
You are hearing the same words that Ares was seeing in the terminals and all the cogitators around here. Gluttony, eat, consume, pleasure.
I have large fries coming later. I'm good.
He is satiated.
Luckily, the thought of the large fries coming manages to keep you from like falling into this. But you're feeling it like pulling, and it almost feels like it's wanting you to eat that like warp essence.
Oh my god.
Wesley,
That's gross.
tell your girlfriend to stop trying to slip into my DMs.
She's in everyone's DMs. It's kind of.
It's a
I
thing
can't
we're working
control
on.
it. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just happy to be here. Nice.
Nice.
I would like to burn a fate as well,
Okay.
but I want to burn it so that Ares can walk me through how to fix his arm,
Okay.
and then hopefully he can help fix his own heart.
Okay.
Wow, that was deeper than I think. I really
Through
thought
the
that. Can he fix his own heart?
I thought you meant bringing fate for someone else. Not.
Oh my god, can
Oh,
you
no,
burn a
that
fate
was
to
weird.
fix your foot?
no,
He doesn't have the tools.
I don't think so. Yeah, you can spend fate to do something.
I can amputate it.
So, dude, I can amputate it.
Just grab one of those robots.
Also, I can amputate it. I'm really good at that. I've lopped off lots of limbs.
But I've got a kit for this.
You can spend fate to ignore all effects from all critical wounds until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay.
But
I
that's
forgot about
That's very
that.
short.
That
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah, not too long. Through the blessing of the Holy Trinity, which now that you have like basically had most of your senses removed, Ares, you're feeling much closer to it. Just the pure motive force of your own biology coursing through, and you're feeling and kind of like sensing your capacitors refill back to like normal means, like normal levels. And you walk Alara through repairing your augmetic eye and the arm. And now you're free to even repair your own heart.
I got some holy unguents if you want some.
Oh, thank you. That would be wonderful.
Chug, 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 chug.
I have had this since the beginning, and I have nothing to do with it, and I'm glad it's getting used.
She's just going to throw them at you.
Yeah, I was gonna throw them at the thing and distract it. And
That would
give it
be very
disadvantage.
sacrilegious.
Well, I'm not sacrilegious.
Better sacrilegious than dead.
That's fair.
But yeah, you're able to repair, and your stuff is working once again.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anything else that people would like to do before the shuttle arrives?
We have 60 minutes,
Yes.
and everything in this room just got impeded.
I mean, I feel like it probably took me a hot minute.
Probably, yes.
So
So you got another 59 hot minutes.
Yeah. But the rest of you can go looting.
I kind of want to peek, like in the Man of Iron.
I don't think we should look in the Man of Iron room.
Do it.
That is where I want to go look.
Do it.
Okay.
Okay, we're not eating the warp, right?
No.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
if you're gonna do that, you need to go around
Why?
the other way
I thought it.
so that
Oh,
the
so
doors
that
are
door doesn't open.
they at least have a maze that they have to go through before.
Yeah, I guess it won't take me 59 minutes to do that.
It better not.
I'll
It'll take you.
Yeah, I'll slither around.
You come back into the STC room where you're seeing just that blood trail leading to where this thing spawned in from. Various cables are hanging from above with severed connections that were connected to this corrupted STC monstrosity. And you go to the door in the far end and open it up, and it reveals this massive, massive room. And locked in, nut to butt, are men of iron.
Dang.
1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 or 7 rows of like 100 deep.
But like the other
Men
nut.
of iron.
But the other nut.
Yeah, I had the same thought.
Yeah.
Like a lug nut.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So there's 600, 700 men of iron standing all at attention.
But
in
they're
this
like-
room. There's nothing going on
trying
behind
to
those
see.
glassy eyes.
Same.
I'm just gonna nod to myself and then leave, I guess. Maybe peek around the habitation room if there's anything of interest. I'm kind of just like being nosy at this point.
Okay.
Why don't you grab one of those? Troy would be down for this.
A man of iron?
Why not? I mean, I don't necessarily, but I mean, like bringing it back to him is like, we could be like, dude, SDC.
I guess he's kind of like
So yesterday, man of iron.
he kind of. I imagine they're fucking heavy. Is
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
cool rogue traders have their own man of iron.
that true?
Yeah,
No, there's one that has a man of iron, and he thinks it's a servitor.
yeah. But I bet you, Solomon Tror would be like
You know what? I'm gonna like.
when he goes to like the rogue trader convention.
Mm-hmm.
He walks
I
in there
know.
with the man of iron.
Men of iron are like heresy, and I think I've now seen the infernal pistol get shot. I think I'm good. I'm just gonna,
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go look in the bedrooms.
That's fair.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
You move on over and you go into the habitation zone. And as you walk in, you're seeing seems almost like a recreational room. You're seeing just like a wall-mounted basketball hoop with like a small ball. You're seeing a table with some cards that are still laid out on the table, which is
Is
really
it the same
interesting.
game that they were playing with the guy with the blue flames when we went to Seagull him?
Maybe.
Nice. In my headcanon, it is.
Probably not, actually. It's going to be real
Oh, right.
playing
Yeah,
cards.
yeah.
And you're not sure exactly what it means, but it looks like one person had a hand of with 4 A's on it, whatever that means.
I really thought you were going to say like blue and black mana.
So the other person's got a counter spell in his hand. But stemming off from this room are various. It's literally just labeled room 1, room 2, room 3, and peeking in, it seems to be just this really fancy looking like bed, but with in 1 or 2 of them you're seeing a person, or I guess a suit that they would have worn with the chest punched out.
Damn. I'm going to take a card.
Okay.
Lucky. Put it in my pocket.
It's this really interesting looking one. You only found 2 of them on the table. It seems to be a black and white character. It looks almost like some kind of
Harlequin.
jester, harlequin looking entity.
Nice. So they're in my pocket and I go back.
Okay.
And I go, there's like 600 more Men of Iron. Not doing anything, but like, that's what's in there.
Yeah.
Lord Tror might want one of those.
I'll let them know.
None of them are functional.
Didn't seem like it. I mean, I guess I didn't really test it too much, but they were all just standing there, lined up.
I think they should stay that way.
Okay. Well, I wasn't able to find anything in this thing that's usable.
Is there anything cool in the hangar supplies?
Oh, yeah.
In the hangar supplies?
Yeah.
You're seeing these really high tech, like blow torches, some other like ship maintenance kinds of items.
Ooh, this will
Can I
be
have a
useful
blowtorch?
back on the ship.
Ooh, can I take off the faceplate? Is that corrupted?
You want to touch the decayed and drooping skin?
Oh, it's got skin on it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm only interested in non-skin faceplates here.
Gotcha. I was thinking because
Plus, the eyeballs are like tips of missiles.
I might be excited about the gun.
Oh,
We'll
that's
take
true.
it off. Well, I'm sure it's pretty contaminated.
Sure.
I wouldn't fuck with that personally.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
I'm just kidding. I got the.
Can I find like a piece of it that I feel
You've
like
got
I
the
can
what?
take off?
Star.
That like
There is like a part of the carapace that you were able to take off
Okay.
that doesn't look too bad.
cool.
Still touching it though makes you feel like you should go back into that room and just dive right into the goop.
Gotcha.
The goop.
Gotcha. Well, good thing I've got those large fries coming, so I'm just gonna take this piece and carry it back.
You all see this void craft, familiar void craft, back in and dock within this hangar bay. The back door opens up as you see the pilot come out. What the hell happened in here? Are you all okay?
I've been better.
Oh, that's good. I suppose we should get a bullet hole in the forehead of this pilot as he collapses to the ground. And the camera pans from this pilot to you all, where we see a raised pistol smoking at the end.
Wait, who shot him?
Oh, based upon the smirk I see.
It was me.
Oh no!
Oh. Why?
What? Why did?
Yeah, why?
What was that? Drusilla.
Shut up, Gore.
Okay, that was uncharacteristic.
Also uncalled for.
I feel bad.
No, do it.
Do it.
I'm gonna brandish my shield, which is probably less threatening, but like, it's the shield right now. So
Gore's just standing there looking at you. Why did you do this?
I'm gonna start walking towards the ship.
I have quick draw.
Why did I do this?
I will remind you.
Yeah.
You guys have no idea what I went through. While you guys, you didn't even notice I was gone.
We did. We carried you.
Alara was the only one who noticed that there was even anything wrong, and I saw her try to save me, but no one else. You all were not
What do you
paying
mean?
attention.
I literally caught you when you fell from the spider's web
I literally saved you from the spider's web.
I carried you.
through a gene stealer infestation.
That's not what I saw.
Drusilla, get off the aircraft.
What did you see?
I saw you dragging me like a piece of trash after you let me hit the ground.
Suddenly, a psychic emanation pierces each of your minds as we see Drusilla falling from above, and Gore, you casually walk your way up right next to where she's about to fall. You don't even lift a finger as she plummets, smacking into the crate. You then grab her ankle and simply drag her out of the domed facility.
Is that how you remember?
No,
Gore?
that's not what I did. I dove to catch you. And then I carried you out.
So you're telling me what you just saw wasn't real?
No, that was not real. That is not what happened.
Why would I believe that?
Why would you believe that?
Why would I believe what I saw with my own eyes?
Except you didn't see it with your own eyes because I just saw it with my brain and that's not what I saw.
Well, sorry. I just saw it
Drusilla,
with
that
my-
doesn't make any sense.
How does that not make sense?
Drusilla, don't you think you'd be a little more fucked up if your dome smashed headfirst with no resistance into the ground?
I'm getting on the ship.
Why would we?
You're approaching the
I'm
ship.
going to cast Vortex of Doom.
Vortex of
Are we
Doom.
playing magic?
I
And
guess.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
That psychic power was so
Cyclonic
OP in 7th edition.
Oh, don't say that.
Vortex of Doom.
What
Deny
page
the
is
witch.
it?
Deny the witch.
Yeah, but I wanna hear it
181.
first.
Cognomen, Circle of Oblivion, and the Warp's Dread Touch. You open yourself to a moment of reckless carnage, tearing a barely contained wound through reality's surface and exposing real space to the hellish depredations of the warp. Choose a zone within medium range until the start of your next turn. The zone becomes difficult terrain, warp-touched, and a deadly hazard. Additionally, when a creature takes damage from this power, it must win a very hard discipline psychic test opposing your manifest test or be stunned.
Well, thank God it's not a minor hazard.
Yeah, those things fuck you up. Can I deny the witch or attempt to?
You can attempt to.
What is Deny the Witch again?
You got any fate left?
Nope, fateless.
Let's go.
He is going to roll to his psychic mastery, and it's going against your psychic mastery to see who has the most success levels.
Okay. I'm going to burn a fate.
Okay.
Is an 11 better than a 1?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a critical.
That's
It's,
It's another reason why.
I guess, it depends on the situation. I'll tell you probably most of the time.
Most of the
Because
time.
critting in a test doesn't do anything for you. Does
Oh,
it?
yeah. In this
In this
actually,
particular
In this
instance,
particular
a one,
instance-
a 1 would be
a one would be best, is what you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're like going to like wound someone, 11's always better because you guarantee your critical win.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
That's why zeros would make sense at the bottom there.
Oh my God. I went through the process of buying you a literal D100.
Yeah, and
If
I'm
you can
gonna
roll a
break
0 on
someone's
that-
windshield with this.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
The Glacial Geek sends his regards.
I haven't decided who yet.
Okay, warp touched. All psychic power tests are made with advantage. Psychic powers generate additional warp charge equal to the success level, regardless of if they succeed or fail. And the zone is a source of minor exposure. When you end your turn in the zone, you must make a routine fortitude test or gain 1 corruption. In addition, we have difficult terrain, which means when you begin your turn in an area of difficult terrain, your speed is reduced by 1 step to a minimum of slow, and athletics, running, and reflexes dodge tests are made at disadvantage. And then a hazard, deadly hazard, is 15 damage when you enter or start your turn there.
Hey, at least it's not a
At
minor
least it's not a
hazard.
minor
Thank
hazard.
God it's not a minor hazard.
Oh, man.
Before we go further,
She has quick draw.
She does it for sure.
I do have quick draw. I also rolled for hatred, but are you cool with dying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you didn't ask us if we're cool with dying. You're gonna vortex of doom us. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, she's okay with us dying.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
I went over here to this, and then I Vortex of Doomed over here.
Yeah, where we are.
So
Where
she
you are.
went up to the front of the ship,
you.
as she said previously,
Yeah.
and she is vortexing of doom the center of this hangar,
Where all of them are.
where all of you guys are at currently. You can see. We will get to your quick draw
And hatred.
and hatred.
Oh, it's my hatred is ever present. It depends on whether you
Mechanically or not.
trigger it.
My hatred is ever present.
Yeah.
Within the center of this hangar, we can see just a crack, like a an illuminating crack down the center, as then it seemingly just explodes open, revealing raw immaterium within. And we can see these like blackish kind of smoky tendrils starting to come out and inhabit the entire zone. But Alara,
Really quick, just so I know, how many success levels did you get on that test? Because we get that extra warp charge whenever we psychic, right?
yes,
Yeah.
5?
What's
5
your
success levels.
Okay?
I don't know why you're doing thumbs up.
I just wanted to make sure I knew. And now I know. That's my super
that's
short
half
show.
the battle.
G.I. Joe.
The other half is lasers.
Okay.
So hatred.
Look at
What are we looking at?
Oh, I failed it.
Ah, sick.
She's like, that's my homie.
No.
No.
Oh,
That
you
means-
failed it. I'm pissed.
She can't
Yeah.
control her hatred.
Yeah.
Which I guess that would make sense in this situation. I'd be pretty pissed.
That's a hate crime.
It's about
Or
to
like
be.
hate it. Gore's standing there like just
Is this-
angry
I'm-
faced. Yeah.
Eyebrows furrowed.
I'm going to burn my last fate
Ooh.
There you go.
For which?
for my quick draw.
Oh. Oh, so you You did quick draw, and now we just see if you can hit her. Oh man,
She's so mad.
and we're
The hatred is flowing.
I know. I'm not mad at Stevie.
The heck's on you. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
What are we looking at?
The drama.
That is 3 levels of success.
oh
Nice. Okay. Oof.
I didn't remember. Oh wait, no, that's immediate range. Never mind.
Immediately.
so
Oh, my sticky notes in here. Okay.
Oh yeah, actually, that is a good question. How far away is she right now?
She should be 1 zone away from you, which would be a medium range.
Okay. Ooh, you're lucky.
Okay.
You get 9 damage. Oh, excuse me, 10 damage.
plus the 3, right? For the extra. Oh, is it?
She did
6
everything.
plus-
She,
I'm
she
sorry,
just
sorry,
added her
sorry,
hatred.
sorry.
Yeah. Her burning hatred that is ever present.
Because then that would have been 4 levels. Of
I
success.
found my secret sticky
Yeah.
note. I have too
So-
many sticky notes.
Um, 4 to the body.
Wait,
What?
9 to the body.
10
right?
to the body.
Sorry,
10 to the-
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
10 to-
10 to the body.
You're not using your Inferno pistol?
Too
I
far.
can't. It's short range. So
The one saving
yeah,
grace
That's why
of
I
that.
asked.
Alright.
Yeah.
Of that fucking gun.
Yeah, it's melted.
Okay. You
Listener, she's reading?
Never mind.
Never mind,
I
listeners.
wasn't sure what the other traits were, but they don't apply right now. Other than it's loud, I guess. so loud.
My ears.
You fire your shot, and it starts sailing its way towards Drusilla. And as it is going to impact, you see blue flames erupt in front of
fucking knew
her,
it.
reducing the amount of damage that she would normally take in this instance. How much did you end up taking?
2.
Count them.
2.
2 points of damage. You are seeing Drusilla's hair start to be replaced by wisps of blue flame stemming off of her head.
Oh my god, she's
Listeners,
80s.
Joseph made a funny face. It was distraught, but it looked a little funny.
I don't want to know what the face was.
Sorry.
It was this face.
It's like a Zoolander, sort of.
Blue steel. My God.
Steel. Man. So is it my turn?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how does this work initiatively?
Well, I do default to the players, and in this case, everyone here is players. So, I am going to pose an option. Personally, I feel like we should go with the good guys, quote unquote.
That makes the most
go
sense
first.
to me.
The other option would be that we roll and roll between Stevie and one of you, and whoever has higher will go first
Well,
each turn.
Ares will always start.
Ares
Yeah.
will always
Okay.
start, yes.
I'm fast.
Fast as fuck, boy.
So, we're in initiative.
Is
Ares.
his unlimited power back?
It is. He managed to,
Fix
with
his
the
own
burning
heart.
fate.
I feel kind of
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
silly for giving. I know that it didn't change anything, but I feel silly for giving him the unguent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I am
Undulating.
so loosey-goosey right now. Thank you. I am going to get as...
Oh, sorry. You start your turn in the
Oh, right.
You take 15 points of damage.
I completely forgot.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
I
too.
die.
You take a
have
critical
a
win.
Yeah, you have a
your
shield. Your
shield.
shield.
And any armor.
And
I never activated my shield.
Oh.
Yes,
yeah.
you did.
Was that
Yes, you
what
did.
you're-
No,
Well,
you
how
definitely
long does
activated
it
it.
stay activated?
Yeah, you activated it.
you activated it like forever ago in the
Yeah,
first
before
fight.
we went. You don't have to. Do you have
I
to activate it
activated-
each turn?
No.
No. That's what I'm
But-
saying.
But
You-
I activated it in the first fight.
Oh, and then the
Yeah.
EMP happened.
The EMP happened. There's no reason for me to have turned it back on at
That's
this
true.
point.
The MP
Okay.
did happen.
Oh,
You know
from
what?
the EMP.
Fair.
Wow.
You take 15 points of damage, and we're going to roll on the critical wound table. It is going to hit
Would you have done
location
it when you were like
number
gunshot?
1,
The head.
the head. So,
Oh.
if you wouldn't mind, tell me how much over your wound threshold it got.
6.
6.
Yeesh.
Okay, roll a d10, and we're adding 6.
Here we go. That is a 3 on the die. So 9.
So 9. You have a smashed mouth. The blow smashes out several teeth. You are bleeding and must make a challenging fortitude pain test or fall prone.
Ow.
Listen, hey now, you're an all-star.
I'm going to get my game on.
Go play.
And you lose 9 teeth.
Oh,
Ew.
that's
Wow.
like a good
Hey,
amount.
you weren't really
Too
using
many.
them, were you?
Yeah, that's a fuck ton.
I mean, he was still eating.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So if you wouldn't mind doing a fortitude pain test for me.
Okay.
The just a position.
And can you
I think
roll
I'm
a
using that word right.
D26 9 times to figure out which one you're losing?
True.
Sorry.
I thought there were more teeth than that.
No, 26.
I
I wouldn't.
I
I
thought there were
couldn't tell you.
32.
do not pass
I don't think so.
fortitude.
Listeners, let me see school point.
It's the tough. I failed by 2 levels.
Okay, you will fall prone. I do want to keep you all to keep in mind that if you spend a fate, you can remove a condition, and if you remove the prone condition, you regain 1 wound. And regaining a wound would cure your bleeding as well.
That'd be great, but I have
Doesn't
no
any
fate.
That sucks.
Adult humans have 32 teeth.
32? Dang.
Man,
Then where are my other ones?
With that,
counted them this morning.
Every morning.
Every morning I count my teeth.
with that, we move to you 3.
Okay.
We didn't. Did
Oh
we?
yeah, we need to decide how we want to do it.
Good guys go first.
I think good guys go
right.
first.
I think that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even as the bad guy, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't seem to like that.
Everyone else is down for it. I'm not like horribly opposed to it. My vote would have been to roll, but I don't.
Okay, then
I'm not.
I'll roll.
passionate.
Let's roll.
What the? You guys are waffles.
Well, now you gotta roll. Now you have to roll. Now it's
No,
on
but-
you.
but it's
Wesley.
on you,
Yeah,
Wesley.
you roll for the
You
teeth.
will
Roll,
be
Wesley.
silent.
It's
What
on
are we rolling?
Roll, Wesley.
If the majority rule it, like if the people want, like the protagonists or the heroes or the good guys, whatever, the not Drusilla's, that's fine. I don't want to shift the whole thing. Like I'm not.
People want Wesley to roll.
That's
Yeah.
not true.
I
heard
was
them.
on the
You know what?
fence.
I
I'm the villain. I want us to roll.
Oh, and I
Yeah.
traveled to the
Come on,
future
Wesley,
and I looked
roll.
at the comments and they said roll.
Okay, let's roll.
What do we roll?
D100.
D100.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm doing this. I've been bad. 15.
Yeah.
You got 14.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh.
First of all,
It's
I
fate.
hate that.
It is
But
fate.
secondly,
Thank
I would
you,
like to
Phil.
point out to everyone else that refused to roll those D100s that I bought you.
She
what
got
it's done.
1!
She rolled a 1. That means she wins.
Oh, she did it with the.
she rolled a
D100?
1 with the D100.
Yeah. What would have done?
If
the
you
best
had
I
rolled
got
it, you could have tied. Then you would have roll again.
No, we would have been rolling ones forever.
And then the power of friendship would have gotten you the better one.
Don't speak to me about the power of friendship. I was there when it was written.
Really?
I'm.
Will you send that to me so I can put on Insta? Thanks.
There you go.
Okay,
off.
Drusilla,
Man.
you are feeling the fell presence within you start to blossom.
The what?
Fell.
Fell.
What does that mean?
Evil.
It's like evil.
People.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stevie's face.
I just didn't know what that meant.
You look so disgusted.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
I thought he said foul.
Oh,
I mean,
Kind of.
probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably accurate.
The foul
You're-
fell beat.
your skin starts to turn a little bit more scaly and color shifty
Ooh, I'm
as
pretty.
you are channeling and kind of taking on your true form, really.
I have a question.
She's a
I
rat.
might have an answer.
Do I have any influence over the hilt?
Oh,
That's a good question.
shoot.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, you do.
diggity dang.
Oh man, I gave her my cool sword.
Interesting. Interesting.
What are you looking at me for?
Crazy.
What are you looking at me for?
You can spend an action, but please tell me, what would you like to do?
How are you holding it right
It's a
now?
shield. It's a big ass shield. It's like this.
Okay.
Ah, fell
Fell omen.
comes from the old French of felon, which we still use to this day for an evil
Oh, I
person.
had no idea.
which comes
Listen,
from the
I'm
modern
learning
English.
learning you kids over here.
The way you said that
Get
was
off my lawn.
very Kunk on Earth. Like,
I love Kunk on Earth.
Yes, you do have influence, and if you'd like to spend your action, just tell me what you want it to do.
I don't know how specific I can get it to be, but I want it to try and go up.
I will say,
You
he said
want
that it can change shape for a free action. So you can turn it into whatever you want and then have it do whatever you want it to.
I think I know what you're wanting it to do.
Yes.
Turn it into a motorcycle.
That would be fucking sick.
And then it just drags Star out the port into outer space.
Oh, I can't believe I never thought of that.
I need
You guys are thinking in 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
I'm in the 5th.
I need you each to roll me a presence test.
Ooh, that's not my thing. 21.
You, Star, are rolling it at challenging, no modifier. You,
got
Drusilla,
reaction.
are rolling it at a plus 20.
Wow. Taking favorites.
Oh, I didn't roll
Does
the
that mean hard?
Ooh.
No. He's,
routine.
routine.
oh,
Sorry,
other opposite.
The other way.
Oh, yikes.
5 points of failure.
You
What?
It's not. It's not for you.
I'm really bad at this, guys.
Oh, that looks like a good roll.
It's extra
Yeah.
good for her because I crit failed.
Oh, sick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled 4,
I rolled 44.
which would make it 6
of
levels of success.
6 levels of success.
What'd you say?
Half of corn.
88? 888.
888.
Oh, nice.
Number of corn is 8.
Oh.
Yeah, because 8 cobs of corn come in a bunch. No, I made that
That
one up.
can't be. Yeah.
That doesn't seem accurate.
All boxes of cornflakes come
All
in
right, 1 failure, but it's critical.
in 8s.
So, you take 6 points of damage, the success levels that Stevie got,
Okay.
and you are going to suffer a critical wound that
Okay.
I've already rolled for,
Okay.
as your shield simply shatters in front of you.
Like my dreams.
You hear the hilt speak to you. I've found a worthy master. As its crystalline form simply rocks into your jaw, dislocating it.
Oh, just hit him with one of the.
Ow.
None
you
of us
take-
have jaws. You two are both missing jaws.
I
you-
turn to
We better
him
hope
and
we
I say,
survive.
I turn to Star and I
Or
say,
you have to lose it to keep on the.
She's like, "Roar."
Okay.
which means welcome to the club.
The blow strikes you in the face, dislocating your jaw. You are stunned until the end of your next turn and have disadvantage on rapport tests and tests that rely on speech.
I don't know why that part was really. You said 6 damage?
Except with
damage.
me, King. I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah. So it makes
Gives advantage.
Yeah.
We're rolling zeros on rapport all day.
Cool.
Wild.
That is your action, and now we move on to you all.
So I'm going to spend.
Oh, you start your turn.
Yeah.
15 damage.
All right. To the everywhere?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I've got.
6, your body.
To my body. Perfect. Because I've got 6
I thought
armor on that.
I got
part.
15 armor on my
So I
body.
take 9, so I'm down to 5, so I'm still alive.
Okay.
Right.
Still alive.
You
You're
can,
strong.
because
Yeah.
it's difficult terrain, you
Yeah.
would have to spend your move and action to leave the zone.
Cool. I'm going to spend a fate to ignore that. Can I do that?
It's a zone modifier. It's not a condition.
Wouldn't you have to do that though? Did he ever get cured of his fucked up foot condition?
No, so he's already at slow anyways. So
But
that's
it's a
good
minimum
point.
of slow.
It's a minimum of slow. That
Okay,
covers.
so
What?
Course, looking at Wesley like,
What
why
is
would you
that
say
about?
that?
can't
Did
you
you-
use your
like,
feet
he's
to get
just-
an extra
Are you
action?
so? Do you really want to
don't think
put in
so.
this
He's
homework so bad that you're
lawful.
going to tell the teacher every time?
Yes,
I just want to make sure we're playing right.
Listeners, this man over here.
we're checking back just to see what we can use fate with.
The ref is reading the tapes.
Oh, yeah.
What? The ref is reviewing the tapes.
So you can ignore all effects from all critical wounds until the beginning of your next turn, including conditions and injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also remove one condition if you remove the if you removed the prone condition, you regain 1 wound.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like flat out stated on our cheat sheets.
Okay.
Yep.
But
Can I
none
make
of
an
the other
athletics
things.
check to move and act?
You know what? I will allow it
Okay.
at -20.
All right. I'm going to burn a
That
fate
is hard.
to do that. So
Okay.
he's basically just going to front flip into the front there.
Someone grab his mini, make him do a flip.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Yippee.
Oh, whoa.
That was a high jump.
And then I'm going to wail on you with my
Paw.
with the paw, the power maul.
Okay.
I
At
was
which
like, the
point,
what?
I'm going to burn another fate
Jesus Christ.
to roll
An 11.
an 11.
All right.
Hey, I can try and.
You can.
Yeah, go for it.
It would
Reduce
reduce
the
the
amount of
damage.
you're taking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way, though, because it's a crit, you will take a critical wound.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, I have counterattack.
Yeah. You're probably not.
Yeah, you're probably not going to...
You're probably not countering
go
those.
I've
ahead
got
and
5
try.
levels of success.
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah. But roll your melee.
Shame.
Oh no.
Sorry, I forgot what dice were. I was like, what do you mean roll? Like, I was looking around like, what am I supposed to do?
Did you roll those dice because you didn't want to roll the die that
That would kill us.
no, the one that Phil gave you to kill Phil?
Oh,
It
poetic.
felt, yeah,
That'd
that
be
would
good.
be
Listeners, she's
the
Spend
pure
a fate.
poetic
Spending
irony.
a fate.
she's re-rolling, listeners.
Oh,
Okay. What are you setting it to?
No, she's spending a
Spending
fate,
a
not
fate.
burning a fate.
Oh,
to
spending fate.
re-roll.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to roll this. And if I do,
oh no, ladies and gentlemen, she's about to.
Roll a 1.
34.
34. So it's melee.
Weapon skill.
Wait a minute.
1
What?
minute later.
How many levels of success?
5.
I can do that.
Feel free.
If instead, can I burn a fate instead to just
Sure.
Wait, what is your thing? What is your?
55?
Mine's a 65.
Yeah,
You
but she
went
can go down to
11.
1.
She's going to go down to 1.
Yeah.
5 and 5. You do not win.
With the critical.
With the critical, I am saying the critical is still going to go through. You'll just
Okay.
take no wounds.
Oh, but I still bonk her on the head though.
Bonk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Maybe.
here you go. I'm just gonna have to roll.
Is
a
that,
10
do you
on
want
this
to
bonk.
burn?
I'm trying
or
to
you
figure
wanna-
out what makes the most sense.
It makes the most sense to save it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I also do want to.
All right. Well, 2 success.
2 success. Got it. Yep.
I can't talk. My mouth gave up. I also took
I thought they were the ones that took the damage
yeah,
to the
I
jaws.
don't have a jaw either. That's the critical wound is I don't have a jaw.
You said you do not win. This has been like a recurring theme, I think.
Oh, yeah, it has been.
But in this particular instance, we were both players, so I think a roll would make sense if we continue to tie on melee checks. I don't know if it's going to happen very often if we don't just die to doom.
Yeah,
But
I
I
do think,
think-
it's something that we should discuss. But my recommendation to my surrogate player here is do not roll or do not burn fate for it.
Okay.
Okay. So then you had 2.
Difference
so then
of
that's
3.
Yeah.
Yes. So then you're going to be taking 12 damage to the head with penetrating 2
Jeez.
Okay.
Jeez Louise.
and a critical, right?
Yeah, and a crooned. Crit wound.
Yeah.
All right.
These are only a D10, listeners.
I am rolling the d10.
You got a
I
billion.
rolled a 7.
A 7 on the head. Okay.
Wait. So what is it? Yeah. Well, it depends if that goes through, right?
Let's talk about damage first.
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
I take 6 damage.
6 damage because of the armor.
With the what
did you
about the
roll?
Oh,
penetrating
I
2?
should have distracted you.
What about penetrating 2?
Yeah, that's with the
Oh, with the penetrating 2? Dang.
You're noticing that her, I'm going to call it an ascended form, is able to block more damage than you
Her,
would have
her
originally
pre-sended form.
Dang.
believed.
Her pre-pubescent.
Where were you going with that one? No.
Yeah. That was
So, did that
glad
cut
we all
through?
agree.
Did that cut through your
wound threshold.
wound threshold?
What do you mean? I'm at 11.
Okay, so you're still good there. So the roll for critical wounds is just a flat roll. You're not adding anything extra to it.
Okay.
You rolled a 7.
7 to the head.
That is a major eye wound. You are hit in the eye, causing serious damage. You are bleeding and have disadvantage on awareness sight tests. If you only have one eye, you are blinded.
Rip the Cyclops. My favorite cheat.
Odysseus is coming up this week.
Dude, I really like Epic the Musical.
So you are
I
bleeding
really like
1.
the Odyssey.
We're not so different, you and I.
Bleeding 1. Okay.
And as you smash in and crack the skull, you're seeing that the wound, the carved in part, kind of like the cut part of the eye,
Yeah.
is not dripping blood, but is in fact dripping
Goop.
blue flame.
Oh, that makes more sense. That's kind of cool.
Location.
I got a feeling I didn't catch Drusilla. I feel like I caught
hurt.
a trap.
Warpzilla.
Warpzilla.
Dude, Drusilla was a spider.
Oh my god.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does.
I mean, it's,
No, we
At this point.
I don't know.
That's true.
As I crack her eye, 1,000 baby spiders.
Absolutely not. X. X.
We're calling it.
Okay. We're then moving on to who wants to go next.
I want to go next. I take
15
15
damage.
Okay, dude, I got it.
No, but I want to do this.
That does put me over my threshold.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta do math.
All right.
Where is it to?
It is to
Everywhere.
your body.
Okay, 13 damage. 16. That's over by 7.
What were all those numbers?
7.
What do you mean?
You
15
said-
damage. I have 2 armor.
Okay. Because you're just like 13 damage, 16. Where's the 16?
I already had 3 wounds.
Okay.
So 13 plus 3 is 16. That's my total wounds right now. Which is...
He's counting up instead of
Okay.
counting
All
down.
right. All right.
first.
I'm not.
You guys count down?
I
Yeah.
trust you.
Yeah.
Wesley.
You guys are fucking weird. It's
Slice-
a threshold.
Okay, sliced artery. It doesn't matter how you guys are counting it. I don't care.
Sliced artery.
Sliced artery. You suffer a serious wound to a major artery. You are bleeding major. That means that you are taking 3 damage at the end of your turn. And fatigued from blood loss. Fatigued says that you have disadvantage on all tests. And
You're also stunned this turn.
you have
because of your-
disadvantage on tests
hit that you
that
took.
rely on
from
mobility.
her thing.
And your move is reduced to 1 step, and you fall prone.
Nice.
And you're also stunned.
I'm on the floor and
So
I'm like,
hand in that homework, sir.
I will hand in that homework. That is my turn.
You fall down. I will allow you to roll a deny the witch to see if you can close this portal.
Okay.
Oh,
But it will be at
you
disadvantage.
should have rolled my dice.
Ooh,
That's what
yeah,
I told you.
That's a 76. That's 2 anti-successes.
Yeah, you are unable to close this.
I'm like, man, that witch is
In
so
fact, you
cool.
opened
How could
it,
I deny
you,
her?
You made this even worse and made it a minor hazard.
Actually, Selena's just like, what is that? I'm gonna go over there. That's my turn.
Okay, and then Alara, you take 15 points of damage
Where?
Everywhere.
to your body.
Hey.
Okay. So
Everybody.
Yeah.
Take 15.
I was listening.
Take 15
I-
damage.
You are
Yeah.
able
one
to.
critical.
Okay, if you have any fate left, you are able to
I
burn
don't.
fate to.
I have 0.
Okay, gotcha. I will stop that then. You take 1 critical. How much over?
1.
1. Okay.
It's like when you're at a restaurant
Yeah,
and they're
one.
reading you the options, but everything's too fucking expensive. So you're like, can I just have the soup and water?
Yeah, it's like,
I want just side of fries. That's it. I think we're good.
Oh, how much are the
our
fries?
fry machine's out. Sorry.
Broken collarbone. You suffer a crunching blow to your collarbone, determined
That's a
randomly. Well, I roll a d10 and add it.
Yeah, you're one
So-
guy adds to
Oh,
the
okay.
details.
Yeah,
was
that
a
would be
7.
wild for one. But yeah, I forgot that he rolls still.
Yeah,
and
that
adds
makes
up.
more sense. I was like, oh my gosh, what did they think is a 10?
Determine randomly if this is your left or your right. I will let you roll.
50.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know.
You drop any item held in the hand on that side and have disadvantage on all tests using that arm. Additionally, you must make a fortitude pain test or be stunned for 1 minute.
1 minute?
Which gun do you hold
That's
in the
like-
right hand?
10 rounds.
10 rounds.
So I was holding my Inferno pistol, I guess,
Yeah.
in the right hand.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, but you're ambidextrous.
It's true, yeah,
that's why I'm like,
it truly
I
is
don't-
like,
Yeah.
it,
like
there
I
is
have
no reason to think
pretend
one or the
like
other,
I
yeah.
know which one is which.
You're gonna roll for it.
I'm gonna roll for you.
Yeah,
to
but like it
determine.
does depend on what weapon you drop. Is all.
yeah,
Right,
but that's what I'm
what-
saying. But she has a wielder. It doesn't make a difference to her.
Yeah,
So
so
at
I've
any
never-
moment, she could have, like,
I've never thought about which one I
Yeah.
hold in which hand because like
Oh.
it
Yeah.
In your
genuinely
right
doesn't matter.
arm, you are holding your stub revolver, which has now dropped
Oh.
to the ground.
Okay.
Goodbye, Stubby.
I need you to make
Okay.
a fortitude test.
4 of them? Dude, you're tough as hell. That's what you said that one time.
True.
A hex.
I'm good.
Nice.
Okay,
I
you
beat-
manage to resist the pain, though the pain is excruciating.
I was gonna say, but you are more excruciating. But I mean, like you are stronger.
You are more
What would you like to do? Maybe get the fuck out of the zone.
Can she?
As a move and an action.
She
I'm trying to
dropped.
figure out what to do because I can technically move 2.
Yeah, move into our.
Which would allow you to, because it's difficult terrain, right? You would have to spend your move and your action to move out of this zone.
Come on in the ship with us where it's safe.
No, why'd you
Not
say it
with
so
us.
creepy? Like, yeah, like.
Yeah, you did say that. Really.
Yeah, I guess.
Gore's with me now.
Well, I mean like where we're at, not like
yeah.
together as pals.
safe.
Yeah.
I thought you were trying to like.
Rapport you.
No, like currently my power maul is like in your head.
Yeah, I
just
guess I
bonked you in the
move.
True.
bonked you in the noggin. That's the technical term. Yeah.
Okay, moving on up to Gore and Drusilla, and away from this vortex of doom, which is
Such a
just
dramatic name.
It's
But it
honestly
is
so
pretty
silly.
It's a
Like,
It is
40K
yeah.
thing.
I cast Vortex of Doom.
Yeah.
Vortex of Doom was like a small template that would like move around and cause D level hits on people. It was brutal in 7th edition.
Damn.
Huh.
Yeah. I'm old enough to remember back in the day when Vortex of Doom was running ravage across these lands.
with that. We are on the next round. Ares,
Take 15 points of damage.
you're still in the zone.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
I don't know
15K.
what I did last turn,
What
Oh, did you
do?
guys roll discipline tests?
but
Oh, right, for hitting the thing. For hitting the wound limit.
For well,
Oh, that's another thing.
when you take
chaos.
damage from the power,
you're supposed to take a discipline
Oh.
you discipline check at very hard,
check.
Okay.
or you're stunned.
Oh, maybe that's what happened last turn. I'm stunned.
I think that is what happened.
You you are stunned.
Because otherwise I would have moved out of there.
Yeah.
So I just take 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I don't make that. So does that mean that I didn't move then?
To what location?
No. You.
Because she can
No,
only move her
because-
act.
That yeah, if I didn't discipline, then I would be stunned,
And she
Yeah.
couldn't leave.
which means I could not leave
Why couldn't you just? Oh,
No.
because you're
Yeah.
stunned
Yeah.
and you can
that-
only
And
do
it's
one
difficult
action.
terrain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, that was.
Yeah,
So-
Vortex of Doom is kind of fucked, isn't it?
Interesting.
Sure is.
I'm gonna go back and then
sorry. I just remembered that. I was hoping
No,
God
that's
would
fair.
help me remember.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault.
Shoot the ship.
Well, I was
She
gonna.
can't-
My original plan was to throw my grenade, but the issue is I'm missing a working arm, so I would have to drop my Inferno pistol, which sounds not great, but I think that's all I can do.
Wait, can you shoot the shuttle with your?
It's too
doesn't
far
reach.
away.
No, you can't reach her in the shuttle, but the shuttle's the marker.
One zone away.
No, the
shuttle's
shuttle is the marker, right?
Further away.
She was moving towards the shuttle.
Aren't
It
you
is
in the shuttle? Aren't we in the
can-
shuttle?
Can you
Towards-
stand up really
towards
quick?
the-
You can
Oh, we're
see
not
it.
in the shuttle.
No.
No.
I was like,
Oh,
3 zones?
Hold on, let me
Vortex
move the
of
shuttle.
Doom. You guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, come with me.
Yeah, so I thought I was
we
in
can
the
be
ship. Yeah, my
friends,"
bad.
Because you were the only one that tried to save me, and Gore hates me.
That's true.
Look at him. He's trying to kill me right now.
Oh, yeah.
Bonk.
He's got a chain or a power maul in my skull, right as we speak.
True.
What was me?
Yeah, but spiders leaked
Wait,
out
sorry,
after
I
I
can't.
hit
Stop,
you.
stop, stop. You just say that.
No, that was a next.
That's right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I forgot. I'm sorry. Yes.
So
Oh yeah. This
when
one. Sorry.
when Stevie and I were picking psychic powers, I looked at this and I was like,
This is sick.
that sounds really cool. That sounds really fun, really balanced. Oops.
It's not, but that's okay. Let's go. Let's go.
So -5, or -50 to this.
Minus 40.
Oh, -30.
30.
Okay, so I need a 6.
Very hard.
Yeah,
Is that not 40?
30.
30.
I need a 6.
I mean, regardless.
Yeah, it's pretty hard either way.
No, I rolled a 24. That is not. So I am
you need a
stunned.
6?
I need a 6.
That
'cause
sounds very hard.
36 is like my discipline is a 36. So -36.
Well,
What up?
I don't know.
I don't feel like that count. Like,
You did
obviously,
weird
I'm not
stuff.
God, but I don't feel like it should count this round for you because you burned Fate twice to
Yeah.
make
I-
your
yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
happen, and I just
Yeah.
feel like that doesn't.
You could also burn a third
much
one.
as I would
Homeboy
love
has
to not
4
have a
fate. I'm not telling you.
critical
I don't
wound,
think
I
you
don't.
should.
Yeah, I don't.
How
think
much
you
fate
should
do you have
to.
left?
I have one left.
Never mind.
How much fate does the party have left?
Everyone up
Zero.
One.
Zero.
My one.
Just your one.
Yeah.
Listen, it's my turn. I'm getting hit by this warp vortex.
I would like to just see something here.
I'm rolling location.
What you get?
3.
What's that?
It's an
Okay.
arm.
I'm a generous god. I can see the error in my ways.
Okay.
Burn that fate, and
Yeah.
the vortex
Nope.
might go away.
I take 22 points of damage to my right arm.
You say 20,
22.
22?
Why are you giving
Why do you get
yourself
extra damage?
Sorry. My critical wound is 22.
Yeah. I use my one turn to punch myself in the face.
Oh.
No, my critical wound is 22 to the arm, which is brutal dismemberment.
Would you like to read it?
My arm is completely destroyed
Oh my god.
Which
and
one?
torn from my body. Right arm.
Is that
The one you just got
augmented one?
augmented?
Causing shock and catastrophic blood loss. You are dead.
Whoa.
The tendrils of the warp itself seem to wrap around your
They
arm
love
and
me.
rip it,
I was
From
like
its
kinda
socket.
neutral.
pulling it into this vortex.
Kind of neutral.
Causing you to fall, and you are dead.
Yes.
What is your divination?
My divination
Forgot about the
is
divination.
heresy begets retribution.
Do you think your death corresponds with your divination?
I mean, yeah, that this heresy is definitely coming out to get me.
Okay. Your next character then would begin with half of the XP as bonus.
I forgot that was the thing. That's
Yeah, okay, all right.
it. Maybe this ain't so bad.
Hey, mine.
Your next
You know what?
your next character is the associate pilot. No, it's not associate. What's the word?
Co-pilot. Yeah, I just made associate pilot.
Hey guys, get in.
Associate pilot. This is my associate pilot.
They're just 2 pilots, 2 planes. But they're close friends, so they always fly together.
They keep telling them to stop doing that because it's
Really dangerous.
Hey, I don't know if we're friends. We're just associates.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, I need another roll to see who is going first. And Gore, on your turn,
Yeah.
you would be able to do this.
Okay. So here we go.
Drusilla, please roll D100. Whoever gets higher.
Oh, dude.
Christ.
I tried to.
Oh, God,
I
I'm
realize now
taken
it's a
down.
ball, and I don't really. That doesn't make sense.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
86.
Ooh.
What'd you
What'd you get? What'd you get?
An 11.
Good guys going first.
Yeah, with a crit.
Okay.
A crit first.
I don't think that does anything.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna
does
say, I don't-
everything.
This isn't
I
like...
gain another fate, according to the
No,
rules.
that would be ridiculous.
Ares comes back from the
for this,
dead.
for this new thing that we have made up, I get another fate.
Oh, you
I
know
can bring
what?
back one friend from the dead and keep another friend from dying.
Drusilla, you can use gallows humor to keep Ares alive.
Oh, bro, gotta hand it
I
to
use
you.
gallows humor to kill them.
No,
It is
you're
your
killing out there.
Destabilize.
It is your guys' turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go first, and I'm gonna spend my fate to make this go away.
I would like you, as epic and warhammery as possible, describe what happens here.
Okay, so what happens is as he sees his friends drop Star to the ground, I see the arm of Ares get ripped off as I see the life come out of his eyes. Gore just screams at the top of his lungs and says, "God Emperor above, bring vengeance upon this creature that has killed my friends." And she says, "Deny the witch," and then goes.
Deny
The-
the
don't
God
think-
Emperor.
Oh my god.
The terror in reality seems to shudder as it is suddenly surrounded by golden light, and through the Immaterium, through this hole, you can almost see this warrior in golden armor with these massive wings and the sword with roses hanging off of it slash across as the warp tear seems to just sever and dissipate.
That was cool.
Was that my action?
Because you burned fate? No.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. So I've
Punch
got
Drusilla.
0 fate left, and now I'm just gonna try to wail at her with my power
Okay,
maul
I'm gonna
again.
try to do a couple of things.
Oh, we've had a hand
Oh, we have hand.
before I roll.
Never mind. Go ahead.
No, what was it?
No, it's fine.
Here we go.
All right. Well, I want to do. Can I do luck whenever, or do I have to do it on my turn? It's before a test.
Before a test, so you can do it now.
Okay.
She is casting luck. What's your warp charge at?
4.
Okay, that's definitely above your threshold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it probably is.
Well, how do you figure that out?
What's your willpower bonus?
A willpower bonus?
Is it 4?
No.
Yeah, then it's over your threshold. Unless it's 5.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a psychic mastery test. Sorry,
Do I? Oh, I can't use this for psychic mastery test anyway.
okay.
No.
Yeah, you cannot use that power for psychic mastery. That's right. So go ahead and roll that. You were attempting to cast this power, so we're going to cause this to trigger. Go ahead and roll.
2 levels of success for the psychic mastery.
Nice.
2 levels of success?
Yeah.
Okay, you're holding it all in. Now go ahead and roll for your casting the power.
I do want to say she's holding it all in. It does not look like it specifically.
It does not.
Yeah. When you like go over your warp charge, it is very clear that you are over your warp charge. Like you might start levitating, the warp might start pointing from your eyes. You might like lightning might just start striking for no fucking reason. Like it is very clear that she is still okay, but like very clearly barely
Not okay.
containing the warp. And yeah, going over your warp charge. Like I haven't done it all game because that shit's fucking scary. That's why I
fair.
purgate so much. Like,
Yeah.
I wondered why. Like in
I
the
always
room
remembered.
earlier, you were like,
I need to
"Can I
purgate
purgate?" And I
because
was
I
like,
wanted I wanted to
"Oh."
have seal wounds available
Yeah, that
because
makes
I knew
sense.
people were gonna start bleeding and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to like turn into a demon, right? And so I was like,
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay.
I feel like purgating starting up.
So what happens with luck now?
I'm trying to hold on.
What's
Okay,
up?
got 1 level of success.
Okay, 1 level
Okay.
of success. So you're going to take this next test with advantage.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, I forgot why I rolled that in the first place.
Yeah.
It's
Because you're trying to defend against my
Yeah.
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 wailing.
Luck
a
is a really,
lot.
really cool ability because whenever you make a test, you can attempt to manifest the power immediately before making the test. And if you do succeed at it, you take the test with advantage, which is kind of rad.
Yeah, that is right.
It was kind of rad. But she doesn't do it again, right? Trails of the Warp, or does she?
This roll was for that
brought her to 4.
luck.
Okay.
I missed it once.
Okay. And okay.
Where
Cool,
we're
cool,
just-
cool.
All right. So yeah, so now I swing, right?
Yes, you swing
All right.
and you make your test at advantage, Drusilla.
I thought it was,
Okay.
but for Perils of the Warp, you would do it after you attempt to cast, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because that's when you get the warp charge.
At the end of your turn. Oh.
Oh.
Oops.
Well, that will be for this
Yeah,
turn. Yeah.
All right, I got 2 levels of success.
2 levels of
Okay.
success. And what did you get?
I have to roll.
Oh, okay. With advantage?
I got 2 levels of success.
No.
Okay.
What did we decide on that?
We didn't. I think
we just roll?
I
Roll-
think we should just
roll.
roll.
All right.
D100 flat.
D100 flat.
D100
All right.
flat.
Low wins. Oh god, you rolled the ball.
I rolled a 67.
I rolled a 95.
Yay!
So you succeed. You make this attack. Difference in success levels
0.
is 0.
0, yeah.
So
All right, so then it's going to be for 9 damage to the. Oh man, I missed. It was to the
to the body.
46. 6, yeah, to the body. So 9 damage to the body with penetrating 2.
Okay. That's 3 damage to me.
Dang it! Is that how many do you have left?
8.
8.
Dang it!
All right. And you do have a critical wound, don't you?
Yeah, I don't remember what it does.
It
I
was
wrote,
'cause
it hurt.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It was from
that's fine.
the crit, yeah. Because you rolled a low.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
my
it was
eye.
your eye. That's
yeah.
right.
But what happens?
You can't see.
I nothing.
I can't
think.
remember.
You get disadvantage.
Disadvantage on sight tests, and you are bleeding. So at the
End of your turn.
end of your turn, you are going to
Take.
The end of
take a
my
damage.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, take
Yeah.
3 damage. Yeah.
You are now the king
Am I
in the
bleeding
land
major or
of the blind.
You
minor?
are bleeding minor.
Okay, I'm taking 1 damage.
What's that?
It's 1 damage because
Minor.
it's minor bleeding. And
Oh, it's minor
major
bleeding. No, my bad. My bad.
It's kind of wild to think about that you hit me with a power maul
Yeah.
and I'm
You got
getting
On the
scales.
noggin.
bleeding minor.
You got
just like,
scales. And your
Oh my
blood is like
gosh,
blue
My
fire.
eye.
It's true.
My burning eye. Okay.
All right, that is your turn.
Yes.
Gore. And now we move to the rest of the party. Are you dead now?
No, because
Because the hazard's gone.
because the hazard's gone.
Okay.
I don't remember the state I was left in.
On the,
But I
you're
assumed I
prone.
was gonna
yeah,
die.
You're
prone.
prone.
I'm prone.
Prone.
Maybe
you
Texas.
were
I'm
stunned, but
bleeding.
you weren't anymore.
Am I no longer stunned?
I don't know.
It was just one turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it an action to stand up?
Yeah. Yeah.
I stand up and I move to that zone.
Okay. Adjacent to Drusilla. So
Yeah.
anyone.
Do you have any like range powers?
Oh wait, you're right.
Yeah, that might be better
Yeah.
since you're hurt so bad.
I stand up.
I thought it was your action to stand up.
Oh no, you're right. I stand up and I move into the zone.
Okay.
Wait, can I just cast my power from the ground?
Yeah.
I I stay on the ground. And I
Well,
And you can crawl.
After listening to Witchbringer, it has become apparent that some people believe that psychers need to like use their hands and things, but they absolutely do not. You can just be vibing and then like cast your mind to do whatever it is that you're wanting to do.
That
I'm
makes
going
sense
to
to
attempt
me.
to cast hemorrhage.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, nice. Are you gonna deny the witch?
I can deny the train
Yeah.
Dude, I have been
I was-
existing all day.
Psychic
Okay.
mastery.
I will psychic.
Yep. I see a 20 character sheet. How many success levels?
I did not write that on a character sheet.
it's just like
It's 3 levels of success.
Okay.
2 levels of success, but I crit.
The crit's gonna supersede.
33, baby.
Do-do-do.
Nice.
Shit, you know what it does, but let me tell you anyway.
I don't actually.
I
I
don't
do
think
not
you've
remember.
used it.
Actually,
Yeah.
It's got used on us. I have not used it, no.
now I want to know because
I'm
it's like
gonna read it to the people, because it's what the people
that
want.
terrifying. I might just.
I don't know if it's that terrifying.
I don't know the alphabet
It's not
anymore.
too terrifying.
You force. Actually, I'm just gonna read it. Choose a creature within. Oh, never mind. It's within short range.
You can crawl.
Does that move me?
That's your move.
Zone.
Yeah.
Can I crawl and then do that? Can we just say I crawled first?
Crawling in.
It's okay if we can't. I
the
I don't
zone.
think you can.
Oh, I thought it said prone. You can crawl. It said.
Oh,
it a
you
move?
can, but I think it's like
A move and an action?
Where is crawl? Why don't they have crawl on
The
the
big bold letters. Crawl.
Didn't they know that this
Is it not
situation
a
was going to
cheat
come
sheet?
up?
It's not on there.
Oh, this is like a cheat. Yeah.
Listen to our paper.
I never got a cheat sheet. I got a virtual one.
So you did get a cheat
Moving.
sheet.
Actually, did you ever send it? I don't know. If you
I
did.
honestly, I don't know. I am so sorry if I did not.
Oh, it's all good. I've just been raw dogging this game.
Let's see here.
I keep on looking at the index, and it's always useless.
Maybe we made up crawling. Maybe it's not a thing.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it somewhere.
Well, let's look up conditions, which are in the 300s.
Oh yeah, if we look up prone, maybe it'll tell us.
Page 202 is what the book is telling me.
Oh, okay. I might have been wrong.
A prone creature can only move by crawling unless they use their move to stand up. That doesn't tell me shit about crawling though. You have
Your
disadvantage.
speed is reduced one step to a minimum of slow at the GM's discretion. You may need to make a test to succeed, such as a hard athletics climbing test to safely climb a rickety set of scaffolding. So you would have slow. You would need to spend an action to move into
Okay,
the next
then I'm
one.
just gonna stand up and stand next to her.
Okay, got it.
She's.
Stand up, stand next to her.
Yep.
Unless, are we saying
What
otherwise?
did you read?
Page 202, climbing, crawling, sneaking, squeezing, and swimming.
So prone says a prone creature can only move by a prone creature can only move by crawling unless they use their move to stand up.
Oh, so it's move to stand
Oh,
up.
right.
Either way, it's going to be the same action
Yeah.
economy-wise to get close.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I
okay.
can't get close. I stand up.
You
No,
spend
because I
your
can use my action to move. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Stand up, stand next to her.
Cool. All right.
So you are
I
by
bleed?
court now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
is not
With that,
the
then,
leading I want.
Alara, I believe you are the last one to go here.
Yeah, I'm gonna move and then I'm gonna shoot.
Do I have to fortitude since I'm so high over my wound threshold?
Oh, yeah.
Is it hard? Very hard?
You know, bro.
It does. Oh, it does. It doesn't matter, but in a bad way. I got 100. I'm prone, knocked out, or unconscious. Unconscious.
You are unconscious.
You just rolled 100?
I rolled 100.
Dude,
Yeah.
congrats.
Thanks. Wait, I rolled zeros. Like frick.
Exactly.
Yeah, you fall unconscious.
Okay.
I'm scared.
I rolled a 10. So that is 6 levels of success
Jeez.
with the Inferno pistol
Mm-hmm.
in my left hand. So that is
That's a lot of damage.
That's 22, 23 because of hatred.
6, 7. Yep. 23 to the body with rend 5.
Fun. Okay, so I'm assuming all your chest armor is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll your d5 for your demonic invulnerability.
Nice. Dude, I should have been a demon.
All this time you were pervy.
You almost were.
True, true.
I didn't realize that that's what happened.
Okay.
If you,
8.
like,
It's one of the possibilities.
It's one of the possibilities. The perils of the warp is like, it could be so many things.
I didn't know I was supposed to be rolling it every time.
Yeah, it's every
Oh,
time.
okay. I just rolled like a 6 and then I made that a 3 and then I thought I was supposed to be just
Oh, yeah. No, it's each time.
okay.
Well, I think one of the perils is you just open a tear and then demons pour through.
oh,
Yeah,
that's probably worse than
Then
you
me
turning
becoming a
into
demon.
one
Yeah.
demon.
What's worse than one demon? 1 billion.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to do math. So then I would have 7 of like, please don't.
You took 20 to the chest, right?
23 to the chest. What did you roll on your demon invulnerability? 2. So down to 21 points of damage. How much wounds did you have left?
8.
8, so that brings us to 13. You go over by 13. Roll a d10, please. And what hit location did you get?
Body.
Body.
10.
Ooh,
So that'd be a
23.
Torn apart. You are split in two or otherwise torn apart. Creatures within short range are showered in blood and gore. You are dead.
You guys are showered in my sizzling blood.
Sizzling blood
Searing
is a
blood,
thing.
actually.
Go ahead and read that one off.
Oh, I don't have it ready. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting to be split
Acid
in two.
damage.
That's valid. That's a
It's
valid
cool
thing to
that-
not
that's fair.
expect.
It's cool that it's coming up though, because it's very specific to what I chose.
That's wild.
Yeah. Hold on. Where's that at?
Malignancies or something.
Malignancies. Why can
Or
I not see?
It's
this?
searing blood. What page is it? I help.
Searing blood. Your veins carry searing acids or boiling tar. In this case, fire.
oh.
That makes sense.
In place of blood, though somehow the corrosive effects do not burn your own flesh. Whenever you take wounds or suffer the bleeding condition, all creatures within immediate range suffer damage equal to the wounds lost.
Oh,
I die.
So that should have happened before. Star gets engulfed in the blue flames as.
I forgot
Actually,
about
I'm
that.
gonna take the reins here. All right, you guys have had your
Gore
fun.
also should have been get wounds. I didn't think about that. That's my bad though.
Here's what's
You got
going
my
to
blood
happen
all
at
over
this
you.
point. Okay, Alara, you bring out your pistol, and you are relatively close, aren't you?
I'm
short range.
Short range.
Yes.
Short range. So you pull out the pistol, and go for it.
It's been out.
Yeah,
It's been
yes.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. You aim the pistol. There we go. Aim the pistol towards Drusilla's midsection. Do you say anything before you take the shot?
No.
Hmm.
I don't give a fuck at this point.
The concentrated light smashes through Drusilla's form, punching through that like flame-like shield that she seems to have, completely severing the lower and upper section of her. As she splits apart, you can see her body seems to glow bright, and then she explodes, showering Gore and Star in this blue fire. Gore, you take 3 points of damage. Star, we have a hand.
It should be hitting me as well, no?
If you were base to base, yes, it's immediate range.
It's immediate.
So you will have to be within like melee, like you would have to be touching her essentially, like your
you're
model
not.
would be
But
touching her.
so is it?
Okay, but then you wouldn't get hit.
No,
though.
that was my intention when I moved, was to be in melee range.
But that would have been 2 zones.
No.
No.
She was 1 zone away from me.
Yes.
And when you move into a zone, you can move anywhere in that zone. So I would have moved right next
What
to her.
page is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
223.
Okay.
Were you following along at home?
I've got the range. We don't have to.
I just want to see it.
To what part? To my.
Bro, to your arm.
Yes, I'm good.
So Drusilla explodes, detonating like a bomb of warp energy. Flame lashes out to Gore's arm as he's trying to cover his face from the explosion. Star, barely conscious, actually unconscious, lying on the ground nearby, hoping to have come in with that final slash, maybe the last words that you hear are from your sword's hilt, just saying, weak. As you are showered in this burning blood, cremating your body.
That's kind of really cool.
Does he take like a buttload of damage?
Me?
Gore.
Oh.
We're saying no to that.
Oh, okay. Because it was just like damage equal to the wounds lost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying no to that.
I'm okay. I'm like very okay with that because it would have been sad. I just
Also, to be
Stevie
fair, I
doesn't
would have
want
gone
Gore to
below. I
die.
would have taken a critical wound, but then I would have. Yeah, I would have been. I would have been. Well,
Yeah,
as long as I
we're
didn't
saying-
get that.
we're
Yeah,
saying no to
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We then come to the 2 surviving members of this little escapade.
Aries died.
We see
It's all good.
Alara and we see Gore. What do you do?
I just motion you to the ship. Like, after you. But I don't say anything.
I go over and I collect the body of Ares. And I walk him onto the ship. I pick up the body of Star.
There's no body.
It's cremated.
Oh, yeah. I pick up the charred
The ashes.
and I bring them onto the ship.
You should grab the pilot too.
Yeah, I'd grab the pilot, bring him onto the ship. And then I would look to Alara and go, I'm sorry. I failed you. And then he would just turn around and walk into the ship. And then I guess, I don't know. Can you fly?
Don't worry about that.
Oh, I got a pretty good pilot. Oh,
Just plug his arm in.
Yeah. He'd probably go and sit on one of the chairs there and just like put his head in his hands, bent over.
Do you still have the flame thrower?
No, I don't think I would carry that with me. That's a pretty big thing.
That's fair.
There's blowtorches in the hangar.
That's too much work, I think.
Okay. Well, the ship's the thing's about to self-destruct.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot that was.
Yeah. I think just with the Inferno pistol, I unload a magazine into the mostly decimated demon body, because that's the closest thing to fire I've got right now.
Fair.
And then I board.
And that is where we're going to see the credits begin to roll. The ship piloting off, heading towards the Stern Spirit. Produced by Roleplay Regions. The ship docks. We see you two coming out, speaking to Solomon Tror, who just put his head in his hands. Then motions you all to head in further into the ship. Misty as Alara starts rolling by. We see a few tech priests who are currently installing the pieces of Ares that we saw before.
Yeah.
Knowledge was not lost.
His father and his father.
Oh, yeah!
His father and his father.
yeah.
We then see Solomon Tror in his trophy room, Star, as played by Wesley, as he places the Eldari weapon in his display case right next to the one that had been consecrated in blood. We then see the image of the detonation at the space station, casting debris far into the void. Drusilla, as played by Stevie. Oh, I did forget the Ares, as played by Joseph. Peace, as you were getting installed. My
Oh,
apologies.
it's all good.
And then we see Gore going and sitting on the bleachers next to the fighting pit, looking down at his hands and then dropping the 200 solars onto the ground before leaving. Gore, as played by Phil. And that is where we're ending.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
200 solar.
Good game, guys.
I didn't think about
From
how
a certain match.
50 solar.
50 solar.
50 solar.
Yeah, it's so
My
good.
bad.
No,
Okay.
same.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't think about how sad it was going to be that you guys had to kill me. Also, I think I did my divination thing.
Yeah. what was yours?
There are no bystanders in war, only soldiers and traitors.
Oh yeah, I would say that definitely fucking hit.
Yeah.
All right, next character.
Star, what was yours?
Dude, mine melted. I think it's trusting your zeal. It's a weapon like no other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason you died was because you literally
Zealed.
stood up and then walked next to a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty
hoping
good.
that you could still.
Hoping that you could get one last lick in.
Yeah. I didn't even have a weapon equipped. I was just going to throw a punch.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you guys for
Heck
playing.
yeah. Thank you for running it. That was so much fun.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
for having
guys,
me.
Phil's here.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
was
I
so
don't
much
think we
fun.
told them.
I think
Phil
I'm in
was like
person.
Phil's
in
here.
person.
Phil's here in person.
Yeah.
If he didn't tell you, our bad.
Yeah, I mean,
He
yeah.
was
I
here
don't think
last
we said it.
session too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You
the one
can, you
before.
can hear, you can
You'll
hear
be able to tell.
the fact that you could hear my my can opening was
Yeah, that should be a pretty
an
clear.
indicator. But yeah, thank you for having me on this whole journey, this whole campaign. This was a ton of fun.
Thanks you for making so many sick ass minis.
Yeah,
no
true.
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I love them.
That
They were
thing is
great.
so cool.
Yes.
It's always bittersweet. The end
Yeah,
of the
I
campaign.
know.
That's why I just have the slow burn so that then it fizzles out because no one like sets up the next game rather than like having it end. Because
Yeah.
then it's like not as sad.
Yeah. Oh man, that was awesome. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
I
Thank you,
thoroughly
guys.
liked it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for running it.
It's a good
Train
Yeah.
my friends wasn't as fun as I wanted it to be.
Game Master.
True.
Played by
yeah.
Damien.
Oh yeah.
Starred by Damien. 'Cause
And then in
he's-
parentheses, it says he's a player too.
That one will display over the camera zooming in to one of the Men of Iron floating as you see a spark fill its eyes.
oh yes.
Post credit scene.
And then it
Credit
says
scene.
the end question mark.
Yes. And in the reflection, we see the cameraman holding the camera. That's
And
what
then
we
it's
see.
like-
Yeah.
And then they talk about it in every single lore video. That pops up ever.
Who is the cameraman?
We believe the cameraman's actually the fifth chaos god.
Next episode is our thoughts. The
Yeah.
one following that will be our prayers.
That's what I
Stay tuned next episode for when we're gonna talk about what we thought about this game, deep dive any like story questions, and yeah. So
You smell bad.
you all smell
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Later, nerds.
Yeah.
Later.
Hi guys.
Deuces.